Welcome back, attractive and well-educated watchers, to a brand new episode of The Frontier. Last time we left off, everybody cleared out a giant, ugly hall full of nasty clams and mussels and stuff and relocated them to the canal using cool animal speech powers and other things. And then they busted down the enemy camp and took their trash eaters. So yeah, that's pretty fun. Everybody feel free to introduce yourselves.
Playing Alice Ronan, the human armor artist.
Excellent.
I am Adam playing Torter Firestrike, the Circle of Wildfire Druid Dwarf.
I'm Flicker playing Calden, the Bladesinger.
Hello, Oleg?
Oleg, your mic's not working.
It's working just 5 seconds ago.
Fantastic.
Gotta love the timing of that. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who has problems.
We almost understood that. Alright, Seth, introduce yourself again.
I'm Seth Gatomia. I'm playing an Aural Coulter, Druid of Land, and Requisite Group Furry.
Awesome. And then...
Oleg, try.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you.
Yes, introduce yourself.
I'm afraid you have to requisite your fur because it just jumped in while you were talking.
That's fine, that's fine.
Come on, do it again. You can cut it out.
Alright. I am Seth Gatomia. I play an Aural Coulter, Druid of Land, and Requisite Group Furry.
Am I still audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I'm playing Oleg, the absolute cute, absolute incompetent, and with hair wig goblinoid.
Yes, Oleg now has a big, long, glorious 10 platinum piece wig of white. Reaches all the way down to his ass. It's really quite fantastic. So, yeah, as usual, we'll have a little bit of block text here for everybody. As you awaken from the sludgy day, somewhat later in the morning than usual, because you all needed to feel you all felt the need to bathe extensively before bed, with the turncloak Otyugs now safely ensconced in the garbage caverns of Shadowweave's Faithful and available at any time for your use, you know that you will be able to effectively combat even the nastiest and smelliest of surprises to you in the new establishment. Shadowweave's Faithful report to the proprietors via a young messenger boy that the non-believers are clearing out their old camp caverns after yesterday's antics. It is not certain if they will return soon. The community is also presently experiencing a glut of friendly animals, as Oleg awakens to Nefifril yelling angry at a family of around 15 raccoons trying to snuggle up to them. For now, you have a few... Is there any response to this, Oleg? You know,
But I just want to stay warm.
If just doesn't like the little bandits. She's the only bandit around here, darn it.
They do eat chickens.
True.
Yeah. We can tell you that from experience. For now, you all have a few options available to you, and... Oh. What?
Seconds. We got seconds.
Yup. Nothing?
Escaped.
He went away to try and get better connection.
Oh dear.
How many OTOs do we have?
5.
5, okay. I just thought to mark it down in the inventory.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it's falls functionally under town livestock.
Yeah, I threw them under the animal.
Nice. Good. Otyugs are horrifying and disgusting, but they are good enough to, they're good for their jobs.
They're a living thing. They go under the animals.
Yeah. They do
So,
good at their jobs.
so yeah, I basically didn't get the block text.
Oh, okay, well, I guess we'll try that again. As you awaken from the sludgy day, somewhat later in the morning than usual because you all felt the need to bathe extensively before bed, the Turncloak Otyugs are now safely ensconced in the caverns of Shadowweave's Faithful, and available at any time for your use. You now know that you will be able to effectively combat even the nastiest and smelliest of surprises available to you in this new establishment. Shadowweave's Faithful report to the proprietors via a young messenger boy, quote-unquote, that the non-believers are clearing out their old camp caverns after yesterday's antics. It is not certain whether or not they will return. The community is also presently experiencing a glut of friendly animals as Olek awakens to Nafifril yelling angrily at a family of around 15 raccoons trying to snuggle up to them in the night. For now, you all have a few options readily available to you. Strength Wizard has made an appearance in your community and seems to desire your help, always a friendly if perhaps ridiculous appearance. Having slept the last night in your newly cleared hotel, he is happy to have a room to himself, and he pays 5 silver pieces as befits the standards of the room you have presently available. Such as they are, not that you have actually seen them yourselves, but the buff wizard seems to at least appreciate the service. Picklebeard seems incredibly eager to get back on the road to see MountainHome and what it has become. Since Torner has burned down the entire forest and it has yet to regrow, Picklebeard feels as though it would be easy to get you back in just 3 days' time, as it was before the collapse. And for that matter, it is almost certain that there will be nothing in the way of forest surprises on the way. Whether or not there is anything waiting for you on the path remains to be seen, but at the very least, you will not be snuck up upon by giant acidic flowers. Finally, you could investigate the hotel proper and see what secrets it may or may not hold for you. While the main bedrooms seem normal, simply dusty and with uncushioned beds somehow preserved over hundreds of thousands of years, the manager's suite is specifically locked to your entry, and goodness knows what secret it holds. Alternatively, you could go about your own designs and discuss amongst yourselves what you really think needs to be done. It's on you now. Do the thing.
So where's that 5 silver going? Are we gonna throw that into the town treasury?
That's town treasury, yeah.
Yeah.
Flicker. The money manager having to add each time Strength Wizard shows up.
Yep.
Well, we've got a breadth of options here. Are you guys feeling like maybe some battle, or do you think maybe we should willfully choose some of our own downtime, perhaps to build things, craft things, etc.?
If I were to feed the raccoons, would they still eat my chickens?
In strict hypothesis, the concept of domestication is to feed an animal and care for it until it no longer sees your stuff as food, but rather as part of its stuff. So, women,
So yes, if you wanted to, you could domesticate the raccoons.
Because like, I'm
Is it
pretty
just
sure I was
the
using...
last?
Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, is it just me, or am I the only one that has noticed that the last time we had a bunch of friendly animals around, Strength Wizard showed up then too?
he appeared after that.
I think they're
Yeah,
connected.
he showed up soon after. We've never had them at the same time.
I think they're connected.
Oh,
Strength
man.
Wizard is a Disney
Hang on,
princess.
let's hear Torner out on this.
Okay, Torner. Continue.
We dealt with a bunch of unnaturally friendly animals, and shortly after that, Strength Wizard showed up. Now we got animals again. 15 raccoons right here in Olek's camp, just snuggling up to everybody, and now Strength Wizard is down the fucking road again. I think they're connected. We didn't have any problem with friendly animals until he showed up.
Here's the thing: they showed up before he did, so maybe they bring maybe the friendly animals bring Strength Wizard.
Except the animals.
I don't know which is weirder.
We built the entire ramparts. We built the ramparts, and Strength Wizard showed up later.
Actually, hang on. Are there more animals outside of the ramparts now?
Yes, you have to every day chase animals off from your community.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Are the raccoons known to us?
Like, you know about raccoons, yes?
No. I've seen these particular raccoons.
No, they're just raccoons.
Customers?
No, they're customers. They're just raccoons.
So they're not like the animals that we found while the squirrels were eating off people's heads.
No, they're not alchemical or weird or squirrely or anything like that. No.
I know what they're at. I know what Oleg's asking. He is asking if they recognize if anybody recognizes the animals from the forest that got burned down.
No, they're just raccoons. 15 raccoons.
Just some random local raccoons.
Whole clan of them.
I could make shoes out of them.
Yes, you could.
Well, that's quite the attitude shift.
Love it.
I was expecting hats, but that worked too.
We dig it. We dig it. We like it a lot.
I would say poor raccoons, but no. Fuck them.
All right. So,
that was just a thought that Torner had. So, please continue. That was just a thought that Torner had sudden, strange shit keeps happening, and he connected a couple of possible erroneous dots in his frantic attempt to make sense of this shit.
That seems so appropriate for somebody with higher wisdom, not necessarily higher intelligence. Love it. This is what high wisdom, low intelligence looks like.
We love this.
Alright, so we've got a lot of decisions. We're all sitting here twiddling our thumbs. What do you say we guys just roll for it?
So Oleg, are you killing the raccoons?
I'm pondering about it. You guys, in the meantime, can do other stuff.
You just hold it. I can picture Oleg just holding a shillelagh, just contemplating.
What size with age are these raccoons?
Like it's a family, so there's 4 or 5 really big ones and 10 ones of varying smaller size.
Yeah, so some parents and a bunch of babies.
Well, and some juveniles, and yeah.
If Oleg's doing that, then that sounds like the rest of the day after being a strength wizard is a day off.
No, that sounds like
wouldn't take
20
you 2
minutes of work.
Yeah, it wouldn't take you too long to kill some coons. They're all snuggled up to you there. You just real fast. Oleg's level 6. You can do it. Super easy, generally inconvenient.
Oleg could take out like 2 raccoons a turn.
Put them to sleep.
Can see them all running and trying to get away as he uses his dash actions, with his bonus actions to reach up and just chase him down, stab him in the back of the head, and move on to the next one. Jeez. You can totally see it in our head.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal.
I wouldn't say no to getting to MountainHome since I cleared a path for us.
Yeah.
Well, and
if that's what helps you sleep at night.
You know that it grows back fast. So after this next elongated rest, it might be reforested.
So probably be a good idea to get going while the going's easy.
You don't know what to do with the raccoons?
No, I do know.
Okay.
I now know, because you see, Oleg decided, well, they are all that cute and stuff, but they're not all grown. So he will keep, let's say, a female and male, very tiny one, because he can, raise those, tame those maybe. And then the other ones, the bigger ones, to the other people from the camps, as pets, as little, gifts.
That's great.
Oh,
look how cute! Look here, have one. You one, everyone gets a raccoon.
Look at them, they got little masks. They're like little bandits.
So we have it on good authority that raccoons can be raised up like dogs. Like they're very intelligent and very personable, and they can be raised up like dogs. You can train them. You can train them. They're difficult to train, but no more difficult than like a dog breed that's largely regarded as difficult to train, you know.
Raccoons are one of those animals that I'm pretty sure if we as a species had put the time into it, we could have domesticated them. Heck, we could probably still domesticate them. They're doing that with foxes.
Possibly, yeah.
Colton is going to decline your offer.
Sure. Calden's like, no, I don't want no stinking raccoons.
We lost someone.
No, see.
That do be happening.
Yeah, what does Inara say? And Oleg comes over with a bunch of raccoons, you know, a male one, a female one, bigger ones. There you go. Look how awesome! Look here, you have some fancy pets.
Oh, why? Thank you. They are quite adorable, and she just secretly, lets them go back out into the wild during the night.
Remove 2 raccoons from the 3 raccoons. Oh god, No, wait, actually, one moment. As Inara releases the coons into the night, they just stand there and look at her expectantly. Remember, these raccoons wandered into the community of their own volition, like...
True.
Why would they leave?
she does a little shoo.
You don't belong here.
But they love you.
Well, I guess she could tolerate their presence, but she's not going to, she's not going to try to domesticate them, because, they're animals. They belong to nature.
Yeah, the problem is if you leave them in camp, they will definitely eat your stuff.
Yeah.
True.
That's the reason why Oleg keeps two, puts them on a leash, or puts them in a box or something, like in a cage or something. And gives the rest to the other people, because he can't just keep 15 in a box.
Oleg imprisons his and gives away the rest.
I'm wondering if
it's not imprisoning, it's like a kennel.
I'm wondering if I've had a somewhat negative impact on Oleg. I mean, I'm down with making Oleg a druid, but it seems like it's just a menagerie that's being created right now.
Yeah, you're not making Oleg a druid, you're making Oleg into an animal trainer, let's be real.
Is it? Yeah, Oleg is going to open a zoo,
That could be very profitable, actually.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Come see the local animals of the western frontier.
Yeah.
We got some weird-ass shit out here.
We
got squirrels that'll eat your head.
Oh, they totally will eat your head. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Skunks that spray potions.
Kinda, yeah, that's a thing. You do have a small community of those, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so what were options for shit to do?
Your options for
hotel,
shit to do. Further investigate the hotel, go to MountainHome, investigate what Strength Wizard wants, or find out what you want to do by yourselves.
And he's back.
Oh, have I finally returned?
Cool.
Welcome back.
What did I miss? Everything after the fucking raccoon stuff.
Yeah,
the
what
options.
do you do with your
All
raccoons?
raccoon stuff.
Oh yeah, what do you do with your raccoons?
I didn't hear a word.
Oleg offers you raccoons.
He brings raccoons
Offers
to
me
you.
raccoons.
Yeah, he has like 3-4 raccoons and he's giving them to you. Look how cute they are. There you go.
Live raccoons.
Live raccoons,
It's
yes.
live raccoons.
That he woke up with, next to, with Nafifril yelling angrily at them. A whole family, all 15, yeah.
Hey, I don't. Thank you, Oleg. He confusingly takes the raccoons and asks somebody to keep an eye on them while he figures out what to do with these raccoons that he feels obligated to take.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Add, how many raccoons are you giving him, Oleg?
4 maybe? How many do I have? How many do I have?
There are 15 in total.
Okay, there are 15. So I would keep at least 2, 3, 4 maybe. So I would have given 2 to Inaral.
Yeah.
So that would be 6. Then I would have given 4 to Aldis, and then I would have probably given the rest to either Pao Yu and Tornor.
Pao Yu would be totally cool with a couple of raccoons. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll give Pao Yu a couple of raccoons. She likes animals. She's all about that. They don't have raccoons where she comes from, so it's not a thing they have.
What about
Corner.
I think he might be child wrangling.
Anyway.
Child wrangling in real life and raccoon wrangling in
Anais and Staff and Oleg. Hotel, MountainHome, or whatever Strength Wizard wants to do.
Or something else entirely.
I say we can at least find out what Strength Wizard wants. We might not necessarily be able to do it right away. Going towards MountainHome would probably be good because, the path is clear and, it'll give our Gnarl a chance to just start replanting a bunch of trees.
I wouldn't replant them because they will just grow by themselves very quickly. I mean, we are at the edge of reality here.
Well, I don't mean taking the time, digging up holes and stuff, but, definitely gathering up a bunch of seeds and, spreading them. Because at this point, she knows you could just throw a seed on the ground and it'll be fine.
Real.
Torner would be interested in confronting Strength Wizard before going to MountainHome because he's still convinced that the animals are a direct result of Strength Wizard's involvement. Just saying.
Alright, how about first confronting the Strength Wizard while Oleg is busy building, his little, kennel for the little cute animals and stuff.
Confront is a strong word.
Yeah, we don't want to confront Strength Wizard. We want to, talk to him.
Last time you confronted Strength Wizard, he beat the shit out of an RL.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, pretty soundly.
Do we have a name
got
for
one
him, or does he just go by... Yeah. Does he have an actual name, or does he just go by Strength Wizard?
Most people just call him Wizard.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or Wiz, or Wizzy, or Strengtho, or some variation of those two words,
Magic Man.
Magic Man is acceptable. He answers to that, yeah. His name is Strength Wizard. That's how he signs all of his autographs.
But what I wanted to say is we could first do that, and then afterwards deal with going to the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to suggest talking to Strength Wizard, but internet.
Strength Wizard it is.
Okay. So, 2 seconds. Let's just, what do we got here? 1. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So, you find Strength Wizard lifting, as he usually is inclined to do, in Pao Yu's camp, central to the community. For the sake of everybody, just so you know, this is June 26th around 9 a.m. So you find him lifting in Pao Yu's community, with Pao Yu watching in frantic amazement as everybody cheers him on and bets on how many more lifts he can do. And some people are passing around food. You do find that Pao Yu's camp is a little sparse today. Like, all of her library tents and stuff have been packed up, and all of her big laboratories have been packed up and stuff like that. Into wagons and stuff like that. Yeah, into wagons and boxes and crates and stuff. Even her, even like her guinea pigs and stuff are being packed up into the cages on wagons.
She's planning to move.
Oh no. Is there a way to tell if he's using that enthralling magic again?
Oh no, he's just lifting a wagon right now over his head.
Isn't that what he was doing last time? He was enthralling everyone.
Well, it's just what he does. He's a strength wizard. He lifts. You don't take him to be a conjurer of weak lifts, do you? That being said, Aldous, you've already started to see some of this packing up in off camera. Because we have that RP.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So as Pao sees you, she comes over and goes, "Oh goodness, isn't he so strong?"
Yeah.
Unnaturally so.
Well, he was
What's you
around.
packing up for, Lily?
Just looking for a place.
Oh, sorry. Torner asked what you packing up for. So to that
same question, that worked.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair. To that question, she says,
Oh, just looking for the final place to settle down.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're just wondering how far you were thinking about heading out. I mean, we got a good spot here.
It's good.
Are you
she
moving
agrees.
To a location with better resources?
I'll still be in the canyon.
Just probably somewhere a little less crowded.
Yeah, neighbors.
Yeah.
And I'll come to the
So she's
community
locating
almost every day.
Oh, so she's locating outside the Palisade area.
Yep, seems that way.
Yeah. Which, is understandable, because it's probably a little crowded with 6 camps of people here.
No, not even remotely, actually. It's extremely extensive. You have several square miles.
Oh, okay.
You said we had a square mile.
Yeah, my community is...
Yeah, but then we remeasured or whatever. Then we remeasured, and the community is actually like 1.7 miles wide and 1.8 or 2 miles long or whatever. Yeah, so it's actually quite large. At least if we remember that is actually 5 miles or whatever to the camp. Then, yeah, no, it's several square miles. You guys don't have to rub elbows at all. And generally speaking, haven't so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With
Turner's
the power...
perception of reality shifts again, and everything seems to expand wider.
Well, you are at the edge of reality. You're like beyond what would be called the warp line, where reality itself just doesn't work right. So expect more of this as time goes by.
It's the same explanation we had for the washing stone that we thought was a handheld object, and
but actually it's a foot wide. Got heavier all of a sudden.
Oh shit! What was that?
Reality reasserting itself as your thinking hearts and minds stabilize it. Oh man!
I love
Okay.
this part of the game. Everything can be retconned with a reality switch.
It's a great thing about actually setting up at the edge of reality, beyond which is just chaos. You can have awesome, silly things like that. Just ignore that it was a mistake. So you go to Strength Wizard. Strength Wizard finishes his set at 400! And then lightly puts the wagon down next to him because he doesn't want to chuck it out of the community. And he goes, Wonderful! A good set for the mid-morning time. Oh, what are all of you doing here today, good adventurers?
I had a question for you.
Oh, I can answer all sorts of questions.
Well, we noticed a bunch of really friendly animals coming around, and it happens when you come around too. Are you bringing these animals with you? Are they following you, or what's going on with that?
Oh, goodness, no. I don't have any power over the animal kingdom except raw, brute strength. That's for the druids.
I'm gonna roll an insight check because I think that's the only way that I'm gonna be convinced that he's telling me the truth.
Well, I am a wizard, not a druid.
Yeah, but wizards aren't known for animal handling.
Okay, yeah, I think I believe him.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, he's telling the truth
wrong.
there. He does not have animal powers, it would seem, like, as it so happens.
All right, well, I was wrong about that.
No.
Aldous approaches the strength wizard. He asks him, "So, what's with the dragon that was in the hotels?"
Oh, that old chap? Oh, I just snuck by him real quick. It only took a little bit of lift to get by. The poor thing looked like he needed a good rest.
So that was not one of your pets?
Stealth check?
I assume?
A strength-based stealth check. Yes, absolutely. 100% it's canon.
You know, just the ability to lift up a dragon and put it back down without waking it up.
But very gently, very gently.
Yeah.
Guy clearly needs his sleep.
If it wakes up, all he has to do is knock it back out. That counts as a stealth move.
Oh,
Is that like the ogre from the 4chan story? Or, sorry, the orc who, whenever he fails a stealth check, just says, "You are no seek, Grog!"
Alright, no, not his pet. No, he didn't know the guy.
Okay, because that, I don't remember exactly what that note said, so I was wondering about that note.
It said something like, "Sleep well, old friend."
Sleep well, big guy. Strength wizard.
Okay, I was under the impression there was familiarity there.
I was under the impression he knocked the dragon the fuck out.
Yeah.
No.
This is excellent.
Have you seen this dragon before in your life, sir?
No.
Well, that answers all of my questions. Just walks away.
So, okay, I guess Anaro will approach. So, what brings you to our community this fine day?
Oh, well, after our last glorious sparring session, I went off into the wild western yonder to find the edge of reality. Unfortunately, you see, the edge of reality is very difficult to find, and I got lost in the forest. After all, I'm very strong, but not terribly much of an outdoorsman.
I see.
Yes. So I decided to come on back to this glorious, lovely little community and see if you might be able to help me find the edge of reality.
We got a couple of things that we need to take care of, but yeah, I mean, when we get done with this one thing we got to do, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. What about you guys?
I see no problem with that, though.
You walk in that direction and you just make sure the sun is over there. How do you deviate from west?
Do you say this in character?
Please tell me you do.
Yes.
Well, the farther you go west, the more difficult it is to find your way around things. Plants and paths turn you around physically, and the sun just goes around in circles in the sky sometimes.
Holy shit.
What?
Last week I found myself walking upside down on a vine bridge.
Well, it's the edge of reality. That checks out.
The more that I hear about the edge of the reality, the more I hear about the edge of reality, the more curious I get and the more terrified I become.
Simply put, Mr. Wizard, I'm not convinced that it would be in our best interest to venture out to the edge of reality so soon into our foray, if you will.
Oh, there's
Doesn't
no
seem
big
like it would
hurry.
be very terribly suited to our current strength, as it were.
Well, there's no big hurry. I've been lifting for 650 plus years, and I doubt I'll stop anytime soon. As soon as you do find the edge of reality, just let me know, and I'll lift this entire world out of the chaos.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Is he trying to become Atlas?
Is he seriously, like, pre-collapse or whatever the fuck?
No, the collapse was over 200,000 years ago. But he's from Pao Yu's time. Like, if what he says is true, he and Pao Yu are contemporaries. Or rather, he would be one generation older than her. Which makes sense, because she treats him like a living legend, a sports star celebrity. Yeah.
Oh, right, alright.
Yeah, remember, he was a champion in Wizard Ball.
Right.
Well, I definitely have stuff to tell home about. And a lot of questions.
I just with him saying that, and Aldous mentioning Atlas, I just imagine some adventure of actually us going with him to the edge of reality. Finding it. He says, "Hey, someone used enlarge reduce on me." They enlarge him. The chaos causes him to go really large, and he actually does lift reality out of the chaos.
I mean, he's lifted a lot of things so far.
I think a planet is on another scale of lift.
We're not on a planet, Nace.
It's true, you're on a flat plane.
You know what I mean. It maybe it's just a flat planet, okay? You know what I mean?
The disc world.
This man wants to literally lift everything
out of the chaos.
Right. He's looking for that real challenge.
Yeah.
He's gonna set the world record of deadlift.
Yes, by deadlifting the world.
He's gonna Chuck Norris this shit. He doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth away from him.
Oh my goodness!
You do what you gotta do, man. He's gotta lift. It's what he does.
Quite the aspirations. Well, sir, certainly you have quite the aspirations.
Well, you have to when you seek to follow the path of lift.
God damn.
Do you even lift?
Weird.
No, not really.
You should consider
Aldous
it
equips
at
his
some
armor
point.
once again. Aldous equips his armor once again, saying, "I made the armor to do it for me."
You should consider lifting a bit more yourself, friend. You'll find it provides excellent gains, he says as he strikes yet another great flexing pose. Remember, every time we grunt while we're talking, he's striking a different power pose.
I promise you, I didn't forget.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm still seeing what's that one dude Armstrong out of Full Metal Alchemist.
You should definitely think of him as just Alex Louise Armstrong, you know, with like with the mustache and everything, but he's wearing like a big fat leotard, and he's got a big wizard hat on him and stuff like that.
God damn.
Yeah, like a Charles Atlas leotard, Alex Louise Armstrong. Yeah, boom, thank you, Trikekis, right there in the relevant pictures.
Oh boy.
Yeah, absolutely. but imagine him wearing like a classic Charles Atlas leotard and have a big hat with stars and moons on it. Yeah, boom, that guy.
Okay.
That's what you're seeing all the time. Sometimes he shrugs his shoulder straps off just so he can show the abs and really lift. Yeah. So yeah, no, he wants to lift the world out of the chaos, and he needs to find the edge of the world to do that. Logically.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm almost terrified to help him in the event of negative repercussions if reality completely unwinds him and he becomes a force of evil or just something chaotic. I really want Mr. Chaos to fix for us.
Are you saying this out loud?
I'm thinking this internally, like, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, I don't know. How about this?
An internal monologue.
You know what? Yeah. Yes, I am saying it out loud.
How you gasp! How you gasp!
No! Strength Wizard would never do that!
God damn it.
I don't think one can be too careful.
I mean, is he even capable of evil with all that lift in his head?
He's a great and powerful hero and a celebrity!
Out of character, is he even capable of a thought?
Of course he is! He's a wizard!
I said out of character!
Oh, okay, sorry.
I thought you
Oh my
ignored
God.
it because it's like...
He's a hero! He's a wizard!
Oh my god.
Yes, they're
We want to
All right,
establish
well-
that in your fight with him, he did perform at least one objectively magic action. He produced a shield out of thin air.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, no, he performed an objectively magical action at one point. Like,
The shield itself wasn't magical, but the fact that he just suddenly had it was.
yeah, he didn't have it before that. He just kind of made it out of thin air. So yeah.
Goddamn. Okay. So, alright, so if he's not...
So
if
what I
he's just
heard
hanging
is
around-
the accept quest noise, and now it's up to us whether or not we want to go on this quest.
Yes, the quest has no time limit. In the meantime, he will pay you 5 silver pieces a day to stay in one of your hotel rooms.
Okay, yeah, cool, fuck it.
Yeah, because he's staying at your hotel.
Yeah.
I would ask how he's making this money, but he probably does these exhibitions every day.
Usually when he gives you any coins or anything like that, he takes off his hat and pulls money out of it and then puts it back on.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he just takes raw or crushes it in his hand and just makes coins that way.
Purify it through pressure.
Yeah.
Face me.
Hey, Shy,
Yes?
when he's done staying in the hotel, can you tell me how much silver I need to add? Because I'm not doing it every day.
Well, that's on you now, isn't it?
That's on you now, quartermaster.
Mr. Inspector. Oh, yes, and he wears a hat exactly like that. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely.
Thank you, Trikekis.
Yes, wonderful. All right, yeah, no, so for the most part, he's perfectly fine just chilling in the community and lifting until you find him some bigger stuff to lift.
Mm-hmm.
Say again? If you're saying it,
you sound
You're picking up
redacted
real
again.
bad.
yeah, you're speaking in redacted again. Sorry.
I would say, don't bother watching the stream. Nothing's happening on it.
Yeah, nothing's happening. Don't worry about the stream right now. We'll tell you when you need to look at it. You might not even need to look at it this session because you're going somewhere that might not require it. Although, I'm just gonna...
I am back. I have restarted my hotspot. Is it any better?
It's considerably better.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is that the last thing I was saying is that I promised you I have not been trying to watch the stream. And then the thing I was saying before that was back to my character voice. I say then we try again with MountainHome. What better way to acquire rare minerals than to visit one of the dwarven homelands?
Excellent.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm quite alright with that, though I will require a couple hours to gather up some seeds. I would like to do some work along the way. Shoots a glance at Torner.
Hey, circumstances. You weren't there. You don't know how bad it got. Don't look at me like that. It was either that or get digested. I mean, come the fuck off.
Shy, is
Yes.
there any spot here where there's a cave that's about 1 person tall?
Like,
Why?
in general, or... You can probably find a cave in the area, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna suggest to Strength Wizard that he should try lifting that mountain.
He looks at the mountain. Yeah. He looks at the mountain,
Yes.
and he turns to you and he says, he rips off a portion of the reality and sticks his face through it and goes, "Are you sure about that?" John Cena style or whatever.
God damn it. I can just hear the grinding of the earth as he just does bench press reps with an entire fucking mountain. We come back to town and we see the mountain just gradually moving up and down. As he switches exercises
I was
from bench
expecting him
presses
to do it when
squats.
we were gone.
We just go
Just
back
come-
to see this mountain just lifting into the
back
air
with
over and over.
With the mountain in some slightly different configuration.
So, he will neither confirm nor deny whether or not he will do this for you.
Oh, God.
He has not quite accepted your challenge.
That wasn't a challenge.
It's probably not challenging enough.
That wasn't
We're gonna bench press a whole fucking island.
Hang on,
If you
that wasn't
want,
a, hey, I bet you can't do it. That was a, hey, let's see you do it.
if you want him to perform, if you desire to see me perform such a great lift, you should definitely understand the potential consequences of these sorts of actions. Lifting a mountain, you see, is fairly simple if you're perfectly willing to accept the losses.
Yeah, lifting a mountain's going to cause lots of trouble. Landslides, earthquakes. When he puts it down.
The rabbit knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And Nara puts a hand on Calden's shoulder. Well, attempts to put a hand on Calden's shoulder because it just remember the height difference.
The small of his back, yeah.
The small of his back. Take it from the druid of the land. You do not want to mess with the land.
Oh, fuck.
So you want to go to
Boulders are one
MountainHome?
thing.
I'm sorry.
So you're looking to go to MountainHome?
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Alright.
Colton's gonna bring 2 draft horses and 1 of his carts.
Oh! Cool! Not a bad idea. Are you bringing anything in it? Or is it something that you hope to fill will you bring it back?
Let's see, we don't need water. Actually, I'll probably bring
for that.
Yeah, I'll probably bring a bucket to fill with water for the horses.
Nice. Think it through. Talk it over amongst yourselves. We're doing a little bit of block text in the background.
Some camping stuff for cooking and such.
Are the druids willing to cover the horses' food?
Yeah.
With good berries? Yeah.
Okay.
You can make 10 good berries a day. Well, hell, more than 10 a day. Where is that spell?
It's
10
more
per
of
spell,
it's more of do we need to bring the food?
I'd say if we did bring food, it would mostly be for eating something other than little berries.
Yeah.
It'd be for variety of meals.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need food, we don't need water. Well, if we're gonna bring food for us.
Good berry is a level 1 spell, so between the two of us, we could cast the spell over 8 times a day. Because after a long rest, I can regenerate some spell slots.
Short rest.
And cast it more. Short rest.
Long rest, you get all.
Yeah, short rest. I get what was that?
Give me half.
Yeah, natural recovery. It was 2nd level. I can recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half my druid level. Rounded up.
Alright.
So
you want to cover the food, and I can take create or destroy water. You take good berry, and that'll leave us free to do some support spells between us.
Well, I was gonna say
you don't need the create or destroy water because we have 2 decanters.
Yeah, we've got decanters of endless water, so water's covered with that.
Alright. Should I prep detect magic? Are you gonna have anything like that?
I got detect magic. I can ritual cast it.
Why am I even here? Alright, I'm just gonna stick with burning shit. You
can do the campfires and cook the food.
I'll keep Thunderwave, Fairy Fire, Healing Word, and I'll throw an Entangle.
Well, I mean, your spell preparation would be already done for the day. This is more of what kind of gear are we gonna bring?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, nothing really changed.
Colden's bringing his own tent and shit. So
yep, bringing tents.
What are you guys bringing?
I'll bring my own little bedroll collection. I'm not really thinking about bringing any of my animals. I'm gonna kind of give them a break since we did just deal with a whole bunch of shit. Since we burned down a bunch of stuff, I might bring. Who would I bring? My Griffin. I might bring him. Bishop. For some air.
Is the Bishop still recovering from the orcs?
Shit, he is. Fuck, he got hit hard. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Bishop. Bishop stays. Shit, that's right. All right, cool. So it's me, my bedroll, and I'm leaving my animals here to go forth and multiply and do their things.
Honestly, we would have expected you to bring a mammoth or 2.
Should I? For the draft weight, because I've got a wagon that'll hook up directly to a mammoth, and it's sized appropriately, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, a wagon can pull a mammoth can pull any wagon you got. Like we're not going to even question that.
Right. So I would imagine, given the trade and the amount of stuff that I'd have to shift in the production of wine, I would have a fairly big ass fucking cart specifically designed to be pulled by a mammoth.
Well, yeah, you have appropriately sized wagons. Yeah, if you need.
Okay. I'll bring a mammoth wagon.
Does Goodberry feed a mammoth?
Goodberry feeds a medium or small-sized creature, as we recall. We could be wrong.
It says.
Good.
Okay, eating a berry restores 1 hit point and provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. Just as a creature.
A creature.
Damn. Well, we're not gonna argue with the raw, we suppose. So yeah, not like your mammoths really need the food, considering that they'll eat on grass and stuff as you go by.
Yeah,
which will have started.
Yeah, I imagine grass will be the first thing to have regrown in that area.
Yeah, it always is.
So Horner's bringing mammoths.
A mammoth.
A mammoth. What's the carry weight of the mammoth?
The mammoth is a large creature, and he's pulling a cart.
Yeah.
So
probably
what is the strength rating of the mammoth? Let me see what the strength rating is.
Bestiary mammoth, 24 strength.
Hells yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 24 strength comes out to how many pounds? I forget the formula for that.
I believe it's 24 times 15.
Times
15 strength, so 360
the
pounds.
pull, lift, drag. It's like the pull, lift, drag rules or something or other.
Cat.
Okay, variant rule encumbrance.
Should I bring a wagon and some donkeys as well?
Hell, it couldn't hurt. Who knows what we'll find. And it'll keep us from having
And
to crack.
if I recall, I think donkeys would be able to live off of what little vegetation is left, but vegetation.
I was gonna say, there's probably plenty of grass. So we haven't heard from Olek in a while. You still there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. Okay.
I'm back.
We're still just ultimately, once you guys agree on what you're gonna do, just let us know and we'll move it on. We're just writing up block text right now. Just let us know, it'll all be good. Yep.
I gotta figure out how. Let's see here. How much can I?
I can't find the rules for dragon.
Can people in the camps just make rations, like food rations?
Yeah.
theory?
It's in strict hypothesis, yeah, because mostly food rations are just like hardtack bread and like bits of cheese and like jerky and stuff.
Yeah. Pemmican.
Unfortunately, Calden's rations got turned to stone.
You've probably gotten those replaced.
I was gonna say, rations are easy to replace.
Yeah, they're very easy to replace, especially when you have so many animals you're killing.
Anyways, that's then we have one mammoth.
An animal pulling a carriage, cart, chariot, sled, or wagon can move weight up to 5 times its base carrying weight, including the weight of the vehicle.
Holy
If multiple animals pull the same
Yeah,
vehicle,
so
they can add
mammoths
their
can just
capacity
haul.
together.
Yeah. That's why we were saying earlier, like, mammoths can just go. You can just have a mammoth pulling your wagon. It's cool.
Oh my goodness! I just hearing that, I imagine just fantasy long haul truckers just driving mammoths.
Yeah, that's how Mutar works.
So
21 times 15 is the carrying weight, and then 5 more. Is that what it is?
24 times 15 times 5. So that's
Oleg is gonna take what he
1,800.
has in his backpack and his like little bag, like the void bag or whatever, and he takes Nutella and the food rations for like, let's say, a good 2 weeks or something.
Test.
We got you.
Yeah.
You're here.
Hello.
All right. I found a citation in Forgotten Realms where a mammoth can carry 3 tons, but they could be compelled to carry as much as 8 tons.
So Oleg is
What
gonna
type-
sneak
what
on the
ton?
carriage of Turner and just sit there.
what kind of ton are we talking?
Tricacus just mentioned something to me in DMs. What size cat category is a mammoth.
Huge.
Is it huge?
Huge. Huge.
Okay, then,
Huge with a Y.
then for each size category up from medium, you double its carrying capacity. So times 4, that's 7,200.
Holy crap.
So you bring a mammoth and you bring a couple of wagons that the mammoth can pull all by itself
As
if
a
you
train.
link them up in tandem. Yeah.
Basically, everybody brings their own wagon of junk.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I don't think
We
they
all-
need more donkeys.
No.
Okay.
Yep, just the wagons.
All right. So you're
Okay.
bringing a small
Everybody bring
caravan
a
with
wagon.
you.
It gives wagon train a whole new meaning.
All right. So
All right.
here
So,
comes. Oh yeah.
who's bringing wagons?
I'm gonna
I'm
bring
bringing
one
one.
wagon. I think.
Okay. So,
Well, no,
I'm
I'm hoping
writing
to
all
loot
this down,
materials,
sorry.
so I'll bring 2.
Sure.
Sorry, make that 2 wagons. I'm
Okay.
hoping to bring some really good mineral loot. So
Tarner's 1. Aldous is 2. I'll bring 1. Anyone else bringing something?
No, not that I could think of.
Are you gonna add a wagon to our train?
Sure, I guess I could add a wagon.
Inaro?
Where is the song
That's what I said.
Convoy right now?
Black, are you adding a wagon?
We got a big old convoy, ain't she a beautiful sight? We got a big old convoy rocking through the night.
Alec, I think your mic
Alec.
fucked up.
We got a great big convoy, ain't nothing gonna
They might
get
be
in our
busy.
way.
Anyway,
We gotta roll this trucking convoy
a
across the
wagon is
western
400
area.
pounds, so just multiply the number of wagons by 400. Subtract that from the total. That's how much we have left to carry.
1, 2, 4, 5. Said 400 pounds, you said?
Yeah, a wagon is 400.
Okay, so it's 2,000 pounds.
Out of
I don't-
7,000.
Yeah.
What was it? 400? 200 something or other.
I'm just writing down 7,000.
7,200 pounds minus 2,000.
Yeah, we need that extra 200 pounds, so that's like 5,200 pounds left that we can just heap onto these carts.
Yeah. Okay, so, I got all of that.
We
If
really
you're
like this.
if you're wondering where this is going to be, Shy, for future reference, it's under Flickr as handout 3.
Ooh, excellent. Thank you.
Because it's just a missed handout that I had Ernice give me, so it's somewhere to write it all down. Anyway, anyone bringing gear of some sort? Forget.
My regular
I'm thinking
gear,
I should
bedroll,
probably-
tent.
Shy,
Regular
I have a
gear.
question.
Yes.
With my homing pigeons, would any of them be able to return to the community, or are they all still trained for DOS Media?
All of your homing pigeons presently are from where you came from, so they will just fly back to the place of their birth.
Yeah, so Ernice, you don't train a homing pigeon.
Okay, so I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any raised homing pigeons for the frontier yet. That's what I was asking.
No, you have not entered that project into officiation yet.
Gotcha. Then I'm thinking I should bring some canaries. 'Cause they
Okay.
may be whole. So, I'm
Okay,
thinking
no,
I got
that's
a ton of
fair.
canaries, so I think
many-
I'm gonna bring like 10 of them,
Nice.
10 canaries.
and they'll need cages. Each one needs a cage, or I think it's 2 in a cage. Let me check.
How much does it weigh per canary?
Not even a pound.
Not
Hold on.
including the
A
cage?
cage holds
Oh,
2
well,
tiny
no.
animals. Oh, hold on. I have the information. A cage holds 2 tiny animals, so I'd only need to bring 5. Each one is 5 pounds, so it's 25 pounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that down as 3 per canary.
It's funny, most of the party doesn't even know what these canaries are fucking for.
So I'm gonna put that down as 3 pounds per canary, which is gonna be 2.5 pounds of cage and half a pound of canary. Does that sound
Canaries
about
aren't
right?
even that heavy.
Canaries are
The
very light.
cage is 5 pounds.
Yes, and there's 2 in a cage.
There ain't a lot of eating on them
Alright,
birds.
so
Canaries don't even weigh an ounce.
So
Their weight is negligible.
All right.
Yeah.
2.5 times 10, 25 pounds. Okay.
So, like a canary could you could literally have a couple canaries sitting on your head and you wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Aside from their little claws on you, they barely weigh a damn thing. 0.3 ounces.
I have no idea what that is in any other measure, but that sounds like not a lot.
It's not a lot.
it is not.
Okay. So 10 canaries.
It is 8.5 grams per canary.
Holy fucking shit!
Yeah, no, we're not joking. They weigh basically nothing. Like,
All right.
yeah, no, it's just, yeah, they're canaries, man. They
25 pounds in cages, you're good.
Okay. So, that's all you're bringing, Anise, right?
I'm gonna bring, like, shovels and mining picks and stuff in my bag of holding. I can hold
Alright.
a lot in there.
This is just what this is all I'm
So,
concerned about is going on the cart.
Yep. All right. So,
Yeah.
are we ready? Are we ready for the block text?
And Gnarl's not bringing anything else, right?
Most she would load onto the carts would be just some cooking supplies for, making meals and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. just
How you
adventure shit.
will send you all off with 1 cheer biscuit each.
Ooh.
A cheer biscuit
Thank you.
gives you a +1 morale bonus on all attacks and skill saves for the next hour after you eat it.
Alright.
So use it
Thank you,
carefully.
pal.
Yes.
What is what is a morale bonus?
You get +1 on all of your skill
All right.
and attack rolls for the next
Okay.
hour. So it's a good idea in strict hypothesis, for example, to eat this cheer biscuit on the first round or the surprise round of a fight. Because then you will fight better for the next hour. Or if you're about to do a
1 hour after
challenge...
consumption. Sorry.
For 1
I was just
hour
trying to
after
write down.
consumption, yeah.
Gain a +1 morale bonus to attack rolls and skill checks.
Yes. So, for example, Oleg...
Saving throws too?
Nope.
Okay.
Attack rolls and skill checks. You feel more confident.
Confidence.
It makes you
confidence
happy.
booster.
It makes you happy. It makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. Gives you a little bit of energy. Gets you going. Yeah, it's called a cheer biscuit. Yes. So keep that wrapped up until you need it. It's a special item from How You. And are we ready for block text?
I
so.
am ready.
Your travel over the next 3 days is comfortable and easygoing. The land, freshly burnt to the ground by Torner's firestorm, is already regrowing slowly but surely, yet you can still go through it at a fairly decent speed by wagon. Burnt carcasses lie charred and deliciously smelling along what amounts to the road, while you face down the rolling fields and hills that are now just beginning to truly recover. In a month, this will all be a short forest again, and after your elongated rest just several days in the future, it will be back to thickened walls of foliage once more, if only 30 feet tall instead of hundreds. As you approach the distant mountain, the heat becoming strangely oppressive, you find it is almost like a thing of spires and buildings, ancient ruins in the distance, with towers sticking out from all places, and at the top of the mountain, a great flat stone altar the size of a palace. On one great spire, about halfway up, an airship, like a grand sailing ship but with a ring of fire around it, sits docked. The sound of cheering from the mountain can be heard miles away as you stare over a metallic-looking ring of trees around the mountain's base. Nearby, a decent-sized creek cuts through the metallic-looking forest with leaves like knives and toward the mountain's base. At the top, you can see tiny figures dancing, cheering, singing, and praying. Everybody roll an active perception.
Okay.
Okay.
I get advantage on those.
And this is going...
Oh, there it is. Oh, jeez.
And this is gonna be based on sight, right?
Sight, yes.
Okay. Seriously?
Wow. Olek, it's all you, man.
So
Oh my goodness. Holy crap!
Wow. Yeah, at the top you can see tiny figures dancing, cheering, singing, and praying. A great rock soars into view in the sky. A gigantic bird capable of lifting an entire elephant in one talon swoops down onto the palace-sized flat-top mountain home and then quickly swoops off as people cheer even louder and more wildly in the distance.
I believe we just saw a sacrifice.
So as you can see, this is MountainHome. That's what Picklebeard says. This should be MountainHome, but he's a little awestruck, and he doesn't know why there are so many of these weird metal trees around, because that's a new thing. But he knows that there should be a river entrance in strict hypothesis if you don't want to go through that creek there.
Alright.
Hopefully, he says, the transit channels still run deep enough to ford.
Yeah. So how are we gonna approach this place then, fella? Everyone?
So, help me
I wanna
understand
start and go over and check it out.
Wait, say again?
I want to stealth and sneak over and check it out.
The what? Check what out? The trees?
Weird people with the weird metal tree who throw weird stuff at weird giant birds.
Okay, well, all of the people that you're seeing are, like, a long way away. You're just seeing undulating masses on the side of the mountain and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not that close yet.
Nobody's perception was good enough to actually make out what the little figures were doing. You can just hear them cheering and praying, and you can see the masses undulating.
I think Oleg's on something, though. I think we need to start ahead.
Well, do you scout toward the metal trees?
Which way do we want to try and get in?
Well, it depends on if they're friendly or not. If they're friendly, we could just go through the front, but...
Well, the two options here are through the metal forest or through the creek.
I'm intrigued by these metal trees. Can I examine them closer? Am I near them?
You may roll an Arcana, and because you are a dwarf, you may get advantage.
Beautiful. And give my internet a minute, and...
19.
Wait. I'm thinking if I want to increase this further. Give me just a second.
You might want to.
I'm gonna go for it just in case. I'm gonna... Good, because I was already doing it. That makes that a 24 instead.
So Flash of Genius.
Okay.
Yep, Flash of Genius. Double intelligence. Let's go, dudes!
You have heard and read in your artificer studies of old technologies and old magics that were lost long ago, but are still covered in books. This appears to be one of them. Once upon a time, dwarves were allege that they had the power to make metal trees that can fight, fae and things like that. To keep the fair folk away. Unfortunately, the magic has long been lost over thousands of years of dwarven society, and people have been trying to recreate it ever since, but many people, like the people of your clan, just think that these metal trees are a myth.
Aldous is going to take down some notes as he studies, and then he's going to turn to Oleg and say, "You're not going to believe this. Actually, yes, you are. Guess what? These trees fight the chaos."
Let's bring them home.
Let's bring them home. All right.
We brought them in.
We may actually need to get Strength Wizard to come here and put it on the chart.
Or we could, harvest any seeds if they have any and bring those home instead. That'd be much easier.
Something tells me that they're made of metal. They were actually built and not quite grown. Those metal trees.
That is another good question. Hang on.
That is a good question. Would I have any way to determine whether or not they're grown or manufactured?
The technology and magic
seeds, as it were.
The technology and magic to make them has long been lost, so you wouldn't know, but you can certainly try investigating for seeds, maybe.
Can I make a nature roll to help? Because if it's plant stuff,
This is Arcana. You're absolutely using Arcana for this, if you're doing anything. But Arcana will just tell you what they are.
You said investigate, so I roll investigation, but my Arcana and my investigation bonus is the same, so...
Yeah.
As you fiddle around investigating, you do not find any seeds or anything like that. You find some leaves as you kind of get a little closer to them, and they look to be really sharp. In RL, as you are fiddling around, roll a dexterity save.
Okay. I was gonna say,
out of curiosity, Shy.
Yeah.
Would that +5 to passive investigation that I get from observant help here, or no?
No, this is all very active stuff you're doing right now. But thank you for asking. Good question. So in RL, you manage to get out of the way as you get a little too close to the trees. The tree fires a barrage of razor-sharp iron leaves, metal leaves at you, and shoots you. You manage to get out of the way, but you now know that these trees are not nice.
Oh, jeez.
We
can't have these anywhere near our people.
Do we know that the Harangon are Fae?
The Harangon aren't Fae, they're humanoids.
Sure.
Or else
Didn't they come from the Feywild?
They're classified as humanoids. We did that the first episode. We had friendly animals just to make sure that they wouldn't attack an RL. Hello.
I cut out. I lost signal after examining the sharp leaves, and I heard roll something, and now I see it's a dex save.
Yes, an RL got attacked by a tree.
Got attacked by a tree?
But fortunately, she is a bunny and bounced back quite quickly. As bunnies do.
Nice.
Yes. So,
and even if I had failed, I could do lucky footwork and, add a D4.
Aldous probably could have helped his reaction too. So the tree retaliated? Is it currently aggressing on us? Is what I wanna know.
No, an RL got too close to the tree, and the tree shot leaves at her.
It was an automated defense thing.
And then she got back, and the tree stopped shooting leaves.
Hard kill, active protection.
So we're gonna have to go through the river, because an Arl can't go through the forest without being turned into mincemeat.
No, Shy said it wasn't just you.
Oh, no, yeah, they'll attack anybody that gets too close.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just the bunny. No, you just got too close while you were looking at them and stuff, and then they shot at you, whereas Anase, Aldous merely didn't get too close.
Alright.
If you will.
Is there some kind of road that we can follow to get into MountainHome, or this is just MountainHome?
Roll an active perception. Anybody who's looking around for a way past the trees, roll an active perception.
Aldous is preoccupied, so he's good.
Can Stone fly above them to see better?
Probably.
Apparently, she can't see shit.
No, she is an owl, and it is the daytime, so, you know.
And I imagine a bunch of metal trees would be rather reflective, so flying up, she just sees glares everywhere.
It do be like that. Anybody else looking for a path?
I'm going to go with Aldous and say Anarl was preoccupied with trees.
Oh, fair. Alright, well, that's fine. Torner, as you intuit that there, may well be a path through. The problem is that you will be hugged on both sides by these things, and it's probably a very old path. So it would be the more dangerous one, but it might get you closer to where you, like, the town gate.
Yeah.
I think our river is the more safe bet, because these things will reduce us to mincemeat if we stray too close.
You cannot bring the wagons and the mammoth through the forest. That is for sure.
Okay. What I was wondering is if there was, say, a path, like if we were trying to sneak into the city off the path, the trees get pissy, but if we stay on the path, the trees are cool.
The trees are very thick anywhere where there isn't a path that you see, such that you would not be able to go through, and the path itself is really only wide enough that you aren't going to be slapped by trees constantly.
Right. Okay. River it is. Yeah. Let's go through it.
You may reinforce the wagon bottoms and try to float them down the creek if you so desire, but you will still have to leave the mammoth behind, as it is too large to take advantage of the clearance that the creek gives you.
Alright.
What do you mean the clearance the creek gives?
Well, the trees can't reach entirely over the creek.
Okay.
So pretty much we're gonna have to leave the mammoth behind.
Yes. The creek is wide enough that you and your wagons can go down the center of the creek, can float down the center of the creek, but also not wide enough that the mammoth can swim down the center of the creek without getting, shot at.
How are we supposed to bring the wagons without the mammoth, though?
Along the water. You float them.
Yeah, but, how do
we float the wagons, but we leave the mammoth.
Yeah, I'd say we find a place to settle in, we'll leave the mammoth with the wagons in a safe spot, and we'll have to go in, on foot.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Let's do that. Let's not try and bring all this. Let's go in quietly.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we can make an enclosure.
Perhaps we should have Alec and I scout the creek beforehand?
Yeah, they could scout ahead.
The creek is about 30 or so feet wide. 40 feet wide. And it is moving at a fairly decent pace, although you can swim through it.
Would we be able to walk along the shore without getting attacked by the trees?
No.
No?
I did have a thought. I'm checking
the trees. The tree line extends right to the shore, which is why you only have about 10 feet in the very center where the trees can't shoot leaves at you.
Me.
Gee.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I could cast Water Walk.
You could cast Water Walk. That is a thing that you could very hypothetically cast, yes.
Doesn't that last like
level 3
an hour?
spell. Yeah, it lasts an hour. Let's see.
Is it a ritual?
30. It is ritual.
Ooh,
So
now we're
10
talking,
minutes-
baby.
Yeah, so 10 minutes to cast it. Let's see, and well, how about I just post it in chat? Let's see. 1 hour. Such it can walk on any liquid surface: water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, lava. Up to 10 willing creatures, so I can cover everybody.
Nice.
You can see within range for the duration, and if you happen to be submerged in liquid, you're going to come flying out of the water.
We're at 60 feet per round.
Yep. So good way to
we could bring
escape
the
deep
mammoth
water.
then.
Yeah, I was going to say, the mammoth can be targeted.
No,
I was gonna say,
no, you misunderstand. You misunderstand. The mammoth is more than 10 feet wide.
Ooh.
The problem isn't the water, the problem is the trees.
Yeah, mammoths are actually champion swimmers. It would be able to just walk and swim along with you. The problem is that it is too wide. The trees would be pelting it the entire time with metal leaves that are sharp as knives.
I say...
Polymorph lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
Here's what I'm thinking. We leave the mammoth and the cards.
Yeah, we'll leave the mammoth.
We scout things out and figure out first if we need to transport anything. Because if we don't need to transport anything, then we brought the mammoth in, went through all this trouble for nothing. If we do need to transport something, then we can come back and get the mammoth and then figure out how to get the mammoth in.
Alright, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna...
Also,
My mammoths
this
know
is-
to, like, stay in place, right? I don't have to make an enclosure for them.
You might want to
No, your mammoth is trained.
You can just be like, hey, stay around here for a bit.
Yeah, you might want to speak with them and be like, stay near the carts. We'll be back in some time.
I was saying, you don't even have to speak with animals. Just tell them, hey, hang on here for a bit. We'll be back. Because they're
So you cast Water Walk then?
Yeah, I can.
That's interesting. We didn't see that one coming. We gotta say, we didn't see that one coming. Good for you. Good for you.
Just do a little ritual to cast Water Walk. So going through the river is much easier.
Right. So you'll walk down the creek. One moment. Yeah, okay. So you walk down the creek. The creek allows you to easily and capably walk through on the water via, just straight past the entire thing. The walk itself takes about half an hour for you to get a couple of miles through the forest and to the very, very base of the mountain. However, the forest has completely covered this part of the base of the mountain, and it seems as though the only way that the creek goes is down a long tunnel into the base of the mountain.
Alright.
Time to bust out the old lantern. The ever-bright lantern.
You're a dwarf.
Yeah, but not
You
everybody's
still have
dwarf.
disadvantage. If it's total darkness, you have disadvantage on perception checks in dim light, so...
Alright. So, are you guys going to go in? Are you going to go back? Yep. Okay, gonna go in, do your thing? It's a little sad you didn't float your things and go full Oregon Trail, but, what can be done?
We don't know where the end of this creek leads. We're not chancing an underground waterfall.
Well, as you wander into the... Oh.
I think Calden's gonna pull out his sword and light it on fire.
Excellent.
I was gonna say, Anarl's gonna get out her ever-bright lantern as well.
As you wander your way into the tunnel, you find that there is a small but capable little area on the side that you can come off to before a grand waterfall spits, the water out into a chasm.
All right.
Yep. Now, the cave... I had radiant weapon. My fists are light. Oh my god. So... The cave wanders in further, and the small little walkway on the right side of the cavern seems to wander off into the unknown darkness. Do you continue further?
I'd be okay with continuing further. Cautiously, of course.
Keep traveling inward.
Right.
This isn't
use staff. I was gonna say use staff to cast pass without trace. There we go. Make it a little harder make it a little harder for us to be spotted.
All right.
I don't know if that's really going to apply since we're all holding light sources.
Good question.
Well, you don't leave tracks.
Fair.
We won't leave tracks at the least.
So, as you wander deep into
Wait,
the
there are
dark,
tracks in water?
you're walking along a pathway on the side of the cavern.
Oh, sorry.
We're out of the water now.
We're still walking.
Yeah, you're out of the water now.
Sorry,
Yeah, you did not get swept away and flung off of the edge of the chasm. So, as you wander down into the inky abyss, your light source is the only thing keeping the total blackness from encroaching in on you and swallowing you whole. You find yourself walking for at least 2 more hours deeper and deeper into the cave system until you find it opening up into a great and powerful expanse beyond which the full breadth of which your light sources simply cannot penetrate. As you wander up onto a great mound, you find that this great mound in this underground chasm is in fact a building.
Ooh.
And around you, you suddenly realize that throughout these untellingly large caverns, there are buildings all about you. Something more akin to what dwarves are used to living in. But all of them are completely abandoned, ramshackled, and broken down, as though the last 200,000 years has passed them by with not a single inhabitant. You find yourself in the ruins of an ancient civilization, and as you do so, you hear Picklebeard fall to his knees and begin to wail.
Before Picklebeard starts crying, Alice takes a nice big drink on his coffee.
Oh, jeez.
He takes a deep breath. Ah, something familiar.
And Picklebeard wails in grief and loss and says, "What happened here? How could MountainHome of all places have fallen?"
It has been
That's what happens.
Are there any signs of, battle?
No. It just seems as though the entire area of this, what was once a great dwarven community, was abandoned.
It doesn't seem to have fallen.
There are still pans, old rusty metal pans on windowsills, and old shapes of stone and stuff of, nothing wood remains, of course, but windows are open and things seem peaceful. No signs of a struggle.
Gnarl's gonna pat Picklebeard on the back and just say, "It has been a very long time. No civilization can stand it. Can stand the march of time."
Rune Rockrider? What about Rune Rockrider? He was supposed to protect us from this.
He might have looking at this place, he might have protected people from all kinds of stuff, but he just couldn't stop the things from progressing.
What?
Who knows what
Aldous
happened?
also puts
What
in
was
the
he, hang on. What was he supposed to protect you from?
Rune Rock Rider, he overthrew the last great king of MountainHome, and he said that there was going to be a great attack coming. So he done started planting constructing the trees, and he said that they would keep the chaos back. I don't know what happened after that. When I fell into the pickles, but he said he was going to make sure that the fair folk could never touch MountainHome. That we would be safe no matter what happened.
Well, it appears that there was no attack.
It must have been something. How would all of the great cities of MountainHome be abandoned?
Well, maybe we can find answers if we search around. This place does seem decently preserved at the least.
Roll active investigations.
Let's investigate.
Question.
This is
for you, Shy.
Yep.
Hey, finally.
What are the buildings made out of? Stone, I presume?
Stone, granite, yeah. Some metal.
Local stone.
You know?
Local
Alright,
minerals.
just take note then of my Mason's tools proficiency.
Okay.
Investigation. 24.
Well, Calden, Aldous, and Torner, with their combination of academic and dwarven understanding, are able to find all sorts of things over the next hour through this community. There are some little rusty metal dolls that are, puppets that are left in some houses that might have been played with by kids once upon a time. Old stoves and ovens that still seem to have pans in them, though whatever the contents of the pans were have long since rotted away. There are very little in the way of dead bodies, although you find a couple of old skeletons and stuff like that chilling in their beds, peaceful and stuff. It's not a common thing. Probably they were old people, all of them dwarves. Oh, at one point, we'll say Anase or Aldous, you find what looks to be a large wardrobe, but it has a clear front that you can't poke through, and just beyond the clear front, like glass but made of magic, you see potions and small trinkets and stuff like that. On the right, just to the right of the force screen, as it were, you see a small bunch of buttons, not dissimilar from the buttons that you have to type in a combo to get into the establishment.
Huh.
You know a 9-pad or a 10-pad
Right.
or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, and on the other side you can see what appear to be potions and trinkets and so on.
Interesting.
Nothing
Yeah.
terribly important, but
I'm going to back away 30 feet and attempt to enter just any random number combination with Mage Hand and see if there is a trap for failure.
as you type in a random combination, the thing goes and then something in you speak Dwarven, so you see on a small crystal screen sitting above the keypad, you see please insert money.
Oh, it's a vending machine.
Oh.
Oh.
Are there symbols next to each item corresponding to the keypads then?
There are, as a matter of fact, numbers and letters.
Oh, the way you described that had me so fucking worried.
I was so confused. And then it finally clicked. Thank you, Seth.
Small crystal screen, previously blank until that moment. Please insert money.
Beautiful. All right. Do I have any way to figure out, being that I could read Dwarven, prices? Like, is it asking for copper? Is it asking for gold? Is it asking for platinum?
It is asking for platinum. It asks for platinum. Yeah. Of which all of the items that you see ask for 5.
Yeesh!
Out of curiosity,
Oh, wow.
Shy,
Yes.
is there any money in these homes?
Roll an investigate.
That's a good
No,
question.
actually, you already rolled an investigation. We're gonna say yes. As a matter of fact, we will say yes. One moment while we just go to our little thingamaburp in the background. We'll just make this super quick for you. We'll say
Thinking about stealing money.
you find
It's
58
not
platinum.
stealing. They ain't using it no more.
You find
I mean,
58
true.
platinum pieces.
58?
Oh,
Correct?
Yes, scattered throughout various homes.
Okay.
oh, they ain't using it no more.
We should try 5 of this platinum and see what the machine spits out.
A couple of
Yes.
the platinum pieces even still have like visible faces on them. A dwarven man with one eye closed and a great braided beard.
I said we keep some of the coins just for historical display, and also I did have another thought. Hey, Picklebeard, what is this thing?
That's Rune Rock Rider. And on the other side, there is a great bird with its wings spread on the tail's side.
Oh, the
That's
rock.
Rune Rock Rider.
Do you
Like the bird we saw outside.
Yeah, the bird we saw outside. Also, Picklebeard, what's this thing? As she points to, what we've clarified as a vending machine, but, they don't know it's a vending machine.
Oh, that's just a dispenser.
Alright, do you
Yeah.
know what the contents in this thing do?
Oh yeah, that's a healing potion, and that's an exhaustion potion, and that right there is an auto pick, and over here is he just goes off on a bunch of stuff, Most of them pretty much translate.
Yeah.
Trinkets.
Um,
Say again?
Go on.
You're losing connection, Ace.
An auto pick he's asking about. An auto pick. You just take one of these things, mount it on your shoulder, push it up against the wall, and then press the button. It takes care of the rest for you.
I'm buying one for 5 platinum.
They made these in my grandpa's time. They really made the work easy.
I'm buying one
Well, it's
for
a
5
mining
platinum.
tool. Yeah,
It's a mining
that's
tool,
mining
yes,
tool.
absolutely. It's a mining tool. It's about a foot long. And it's got a strap that you mount to your shoulder, and then you come up to a wall, and it pushes magical energy into the side of the wall and loosens the earth.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
making sure. I want to buy one for 5 platinum. That sounds perfect.
You may.
It is already in my bag of holding. I have already deducted the money.
Excellent. It weighs about 10 pounds.
Got it.
Yes.
And we can probably, maybe eventually get the carts down here, get more, get more supplies from this thing, because, exhaustion potions sound good, healing potions always good.
It turns 5 square feet of land from packed earth to loose earth, or from stone to like loose stone to broken earth and packed earth in like 1 minute.
Yeah,
This
that's pretty
is
handy.
going to come in handy.
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the last one that the dispenser has.
I only need one.
True.
Yeah.
You could try to reverse engineer it.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Will I be able to deduce if this is a magical item then, or is
It
this
is
purely
absolutely
mechanical?
it is absolutely a magical item. Yes.
I'm going to build more of these.
You can
Amazing.
certainly try. It's a lost technology. None of you know what it is.
You'll just have
Except
to
for-
very
except
carefully
for
figure
Dwarven
it out.
culture just gives him this innate knowledge.
But Picklebeard
My
tells you how to use
dwarven-
it.
My dwarven blood. Okay, fair enough. My dwarven blood runs through my veins.
So
He
yeah.
says as he slaps the belt of dwarven kind.
So what are you guys gonna do next? You found that the city extends quite a bit, just as Picklebeard said it would. It's just nobody's there.
Well, I guess we could find the palace, unless it's what was up above.
Well, you know that people live up above. You could see the undulating masses of them. Just for whatever reason, they've abandoned the below ground.
Mm-hmm.
Guy,
Yeah.
much like your other character, Galen, I want to find knowledge. I want to find the libraries.
Libraries.
Is there a mages area?
Like a mage
A mage
quarter or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Picklebeard can bring you to every part of the city over the next couple of hours. Almost
got a tour guide.
almost everywhere is completely abandoned. Even as you enter the libraries and things like that, you find that the shelves are surprisingly sparse with the scrolls and books, though you can find some choice tomes. As far as the magic quarter, as he calls it, goes, it is in a sorry state. It almost seems as though the buildings and the machinery within had been ripped out of the buildings before everything was abandoned, leaving most of the magic quarter to be ransacked completely. You find nothing of use there, not even a book or a scroll.
I was actually hoping for spell components. But-
Nothing of use there.
Yep.
Some of the
The
buildings are even
library.
broken down. The libraries have some choice tomes, but mostly history and stories, like fiction and stuff like that.
Stories.
Ooh. Okay. I'm
But
gonna.
nothing of practical use. Nothing that tells you how to build a house or forge a hammer or anything like that.
Is there
I-
anything that has like pictures of stuff that is around so that we have an idea what we're dealing with?
Like, you just want to know what's around?
Yeah, like for example, these metal trees, right?
Okay, no. Nothing that can tell you anything about how the metal trees work or what they are.
Okay.
I want to head to the forges.
Hang on. I want
Yeah.
to ritual cast comprehend languages and look through some of these fiction books.
Most of them are glorious stories of doing war with the fair folk and wandering beyond the edge of reality, which you didn't even know was possible anymore. Talking about doing great battle with things sent into reality against them, etc. Stories, fun adventure tales, and the like.
How many can I
some
take?
information. How many can you fit in your bag of holding? I was say, remember, we do have the cards, so we could bring them in later, and once we get
I think
things
what we're
figured
gonna have
out.
to do is we're gonna have to bring all of our stuff out, dump it onto the cart, and then come back.
Yeah.
Because I do not think we're gonna be able to get the carts back out. That
Back out the river, because
Yeah.
we'd be going against the flow with that, and without the mammoth to be able to pull them. Yeah.
anyway. So,
Aldous mentioned he wanted to go see the forges,
Yes.
or the industry district, as he calls it. The industrial district is by far one of the largest districts in the city, and it is still full of all of the various different sorts of things that you would expect a good dwarven community to have. Forges, anvils that are covered in rust, pits that were clearly once used to heat metal. Unfortunately, the great trusses that you can see evidence of have long since rusted off and fallen to the ground, but what can you do? You can even see some lava pipes and stuff like that that are around, but they have long since cooled, and some are backed up entirely with formerly molten stone.
Interesting.
Hammers with handles long since rotted away. Just their rusty heads remain.
Any interesting... So, probably no usable tools. Anything,
No.
any mineral
Goodness, no.
stockpiles? Minerals. I'm looking for rare, precious metals and those sorts of things.
Hey, Shy, I'm grabbing 200 pounds of the books from the library.
Do it. And yeah, that's fine. Just do it. Unfortunately, no. You don't find anything particularly useful, even as far as material goods. Even the forges don't seem to have ore in their stores.
Damn.
It's as though one day the dwarves just decided as a society to
Move out.
get up and
Leave.
move.
Completely abandoned. I was wondering if we might find more dwarves in some sort of state of suspended animation, much like Picklebeard. We might have...
Oh.
If there's any chance of that, we're certainly going to have to keep looking.
Well, Picklebeard takes you back to the warehouse in the commercial district where he worked, and unfortunately the warehouse is completely empty.
Yeah, I think Picklebeard was a very rare and very lucky exception.
You know, if they all left because there is no fight here, chances are that there was something going on in the city that might have made them leave. Like, maybe some poison, some gas, some...
Yeah, the place does not look like
attacking, but more like, who knows, maybe it was stinky in the air or something, and that's what
Just stank so bad all the dwarves had to leave.
The place doesn't seem to have been abandoned in a rush. It seems somewhat evacuated, but
that's probably it was orderly. There was no
It wasn't like there was a tsunami coming.
Well, yeah, there was no excited abandonment of one's homes and so on. They were even able to tear down all of the alchemist labs methodically and so on.
Maybe
Damn
they
it, that was
decided
gonna be
to
the
move
next one.
somewhere else.
Well, maybe they moved to the surface.
that is true. We do still have the people up there to talk with.
I still want to
Eventually.
go up and sneak up and see what they do.
Before we leave,
I would like to eventually, yes.
I'm gonna ask Picklebeard if they had a teleportation circle.
Ooh.
No, not that he knows of, but he's just a nobody. If you would want to go to the palace districts for that, not that he knows of.
Well, for
Have
our
we-
next location, what are the other notable places that we might want to visit?
Sorry, I went AFK for like 2 minutes or whatever. Did we go to the palaces or no?
You have not been to the palace district yet.
Can we go to the palace district then?
You may go to he can lead you to the palace district. The palace district
Yeah.
is abutted by great walls.
Okay, before we go,
Let's go.
is there anything fun-looking, that Oleg has discovered? Like, I don't know.
He found a metal puppet store.
I'm gonna go in and check it out.
But you are surrounded by metal puppets, many of which are surprisingly have weathered the years surprisingly well. Some of which possess no rust at all.
Can some of
Chaos.
them move? Do they, listen and stuff?
Well, they're like marionettes. They have strings and
Oh, it's chaos.
I'm gonna bring some to Babushka.
You're gonna bring some to Babushka?
Yeah.
Roll a d4.
4.
As you walk up, you pick up some marionettes and they come with you, and then you touch one that doesn't seem to have any strings because it looks particularly fancy, and as you do, it pops to life. It's a bird. It's a silly looking bird, and it titters around and it cockles its head back and forth and goes, and then it takes off into the air and flies a little bit before landing on a nearby table.
Okay, I'm gonna approach it and I'm gonna offer it my hand.
I'm gonna send MD5 in. I want to send MD5 in.
As you reach for it with its hand, it steps on your wrist and sits there. It's about 5 pounds.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it to Aldis. Hey, look! Now I have a metal bird too.
It is indeed a metal bird. It's considerably larger than MD5. MD5 only weighs like a couple pounds, as we recall.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's considerably larger than MD5. It looks a little silly. Have you ever seen Labyrinth?
No.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. Have you ever seen Mystery Science Theater?
No.
That's even more unfortunate. God. A long story short, it looks like a Muppet made of metal with googly, shuttery eyes and stuff like that.
I was just imagining the I don't know what's called, but the big yellow bird. Something like that, but smaller.
Oh my god.
Not
the big
quite.
yellow thing off MST3K.
Wait,
Yeah,
let me link the labyrinth bird.
Oh god.
Relevant pictures.
You uncultured fuck.
I was born in 99. I don't know your old people references.
Oh,
I've seen Labyrinth
Ow.
like once an eternity ago.
Ouch. Yeah, it looks like it looks like a Muppet made of metal. So all of its feathers are made of metal and all that. Kinda like that, yeah! Only more like an actual fucking bird without ears and shit like that.
What in the hell?
Yeah. It's got that same sort of janky looking aesthetic to it, just made entirely of metal. And a bird. Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you, Oleg. 100% the kind of look and feel we were going for. Yeah.
This is magically animated. Are you okay with that, Oleg? He's like really concerned, like watching Oleg's reaction, like make sure Oleg's not about to freak the fuck out.
Yeah, what is that Grimishka doing?
Yeah, with the
it's not a spell, so Grimishka's
no spells have been cast nearby.
But as you can see, the Grimishka hat, it doesn't react, so clearly there's no magic.
Oh my god, I love this.
Electricity, living metal. That's all it is. It's just living metal.
It's just an oddly looking pet.
Unlike MD5,
doesn't have the strength to correct her.
Unlike MD5, this particular metal thing is constantly jiggling and chittering and shaking its head back and forth and being a little comedic about it, really. It doesn't like attack or do anything special. It just kind of jiggles and looks around all weird looking. Yeah, it can't seem to sit still. But other than that, it's perfectly fine.
Killed it.
I hear the sound of
is that
clockwork.
MD5's cousin?
It's not clockwork. It's just not clockwork.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like a fucking chicken skeleton walking around made of metal, but with metal feathers and stuff like that.
Did you say that out loud, Flicker?
Yes.
As Calden?
I said that directly to you.
No. Why would you ask something like that?
Because it's a metal bird.
I'll just look him straight in the eyes and say, do you think all dwarves look the same too?
Rough. Oleg over here like, I think they all look about the same.
I'll just completely ignore him so because he's like, yeah, that sounds like Oleg.
You fucking would, Oleg. Yeah. So, Picklebeard.
He is silent.
Picklebeard can bring you to the Palace District after Olek finds his silly little metal bird. And as you go to the Palace District, you find that, surprisingly, or perhaps unsurprisingly, depending on your opinion of this place so far, all of the metal trim and precious stone stuff has been pulled out of the stone walls of the palace walls. A giant wall, 30 feet tall, is in front of you. There's a gate. It's not open. A mammoth would be able to push it open quite easily, or pull it open quite easily, but you guys can't.
We couldn't even get the mammoth in here anyway.
Is that a challenge?
I'm really wishing I had brought enlarge reduce. God damn it.
You know what I
Is that-
brought?
Well, I've got
200
What
feet
did
of
you-
rope.
Okay.
Mechanical advantage.
so
Alright. If we need to
So
pull it
you know what
if
I've
we-
got?
What?
A broom of flight. Oh, depends how low is the ceiling.
It's actually pretty good.
You can fly over the wall.
All right, so I could fly up to the top, lower some rope. People can climb up, and then we do the same thing for the other side.
yeah, all right.
Good stuff. So, as NRL finds herself at the top of the wall, she looks out and finds nothing. The very stones themselves, the buildings beyond the wall, have been taken down brick by brick and removed. All that remains is a single central metal box in the middle of the Grand District, about 60 feet tall and 60 feet wide on either dimension.
Time capsule?
Some,
That's
I was
awesome.
gonna say I'm getting some the monolith from the 2011 movie.
Beautiful.
As you approach the metal box, you find that it has a door in it, about sized proper for a dwarf.
Picklebeard, do you have any ideas?
Picklebeard is at a loss for words. He is getting close to
Okay.
weeping again.
I'll just
I'm
give
gonna
some quick
knock on it.
reassuring pat on the back.
Okay, I'm gonna check the door for traps.
The door has no traps.
Okay.
It is locked, however.
I'll fix that.
Okay.
I'll cast guidance.
Does Olek want to help? Take that as a no.
They need. You know what? How about I inspire you or something?
You can use the help action to give him advantage.
He-
That's even better.
Yeah.
Save the bardic inspiration.
Okay, so 28.
It is a difficult lock. You have never seen or picked anything like it. It requires both you and Olek just to get past the first couple of tumblers, and beyond that, one of your picks, one of your long pokey things, is chopped in half, and the piece that it chopped in half spits it back out at you.
Ooh.
After another 5 minutes of working this lock, finding your way through that lock trap, and getting to the very, very core of the lock, you are able to open it. Inside, there is nothing. Just metal surfaces in all directions.
What the fuck happens here?
Are there any with buttons around?
There are no buttons.
Are
Is it
there
a
any with
featureless
lines?
room?
It is a perfectly clean, empty, featureless room, 60 feet on any side, with metal walls.
Aldous is going to send MD5 into the center of the room.
I want you ritual cast detect magic.
So as MD5 goes into the room, nothing happens. Just nothing. He flies around, he comes back, boom, simple. As you cast the ritual detect magic, does detect magic find out what kind of magic it is? We don't
It
remember.
will tell you the school of magic
The
if
school.
it has one.
Illusion.
Illusion.
Illusion. Yes.
You can see the aura within
Yeah.
30 feet. You can, as an action, see the aura around objects that have the presence of magic.
The box itself, the metal cage, as it were, the metal box, the monolith, we'll call it, is just magic. It's just made of illusion magic. Not it's all sorts of impregnated with illusion magic. Yeah.
It's illusory?
It isn't illusory. The metal is real, but
It has an
is
illusion
very much
over it.
enchanted with. It is very much enchanted with the power of illusion.
All right, Torner,
No.
do you have?
Could you cast Dispel Magic?
I've got it prepared.
I was gonna say if I had it prepared, I could.
Well,
Try casting Dispel Magic, will you?
I have a horrible feeling about this, but I will do it.
I'm
Because I
gonna
love
have
this.
Starmie
Wait.
start to fly away, because I don't trust this.
I'm backing away as well.
The range on Dispel Magic
120
is-
feet.
Oh,
Okay, let's back up.
yeah.
I'm going to back
Everybody
up
gets a
about
little bit of
60 feet.
distance.
Yeah, I'm going to back up about 60 feet. Look around. Everyone ready?
I'll be standing
I'm
next to
gonna-
the corner,
I'm gonna
shield
be
at
as
the ready.
far back as possible.
Shield at the ready. Let's go.
As you cast
All
the
right.
dispel, the magic is simply too strong. The illusion magic remains on the box.
Oh,
Wow.
Hmm.
shit.
Oh.
Let me read this.
Does
If
I
I
was
cast
saying-
it as a fourth level if I cast it at fourth level or higher, I automatically end the effect. Oh, it's stronger than third level.
It is a very strong effect.
It is
There's
a
no
strong
roll for
illusion
that,
that.
is
I don't think we have any hope of
counter
dispelling
spell's
it.
the one you counter spell's the one you roll for if you want to try to counter a higher
Okay.
cast spell.
But so
Here-
you have to upcast Dispel Magic for higher level magic. You don't even get to make a check. Okay.
No,
Try.
there's no check.
Yep.
does it count as an object?
It is an object. It's a big fat metal box.
Could I ritual cast Identify on it? I'll post there's the description.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Yay.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Or some
okay,
magic
okay.
compute object, so fair enough.
I will ritual cast Identify on this thing.
You learn that this is a great viewing chamber. It has one experience loaded into it. By walking, if a living being walks into the viewing chamber, they may experience any loaded experiences within the viewing chamber.
I see.
I want to go in. I want to try it out.
Hey,
Oleg!
you don't even know
Move.
what's going on.
Who cares?
I
It's
think,
it's
Go
a
away.
goddamn
Go away.
hologram.
Let me do
I'm gonna walk in without saying anything.
Okay.
As you walk in, the world around you changes. Is anybody else following him?
Yeah,
Aldous will
I'll
follow
follow
him. Aldous knows what Calden is up to at this point.
People figure if Calden is willing to walk into this big room, everybody's okay to do it. Got
He
it.
never tells
Yeah.
us anything, so fuck it, just follow him.
So as you all wander into the viewing chamber, into this
I
giant
stay
metal
outside. I
box,
stay nicely outside and see if it explodes.
it does not explode. Actually, as they walk in, Oleg, you don't see anything change. They just walk into a big fat room.
And they're standing in a big fat room.
And they're standing in the big fat room.
What
Regardless
are
of
we
whether or not. But as everybody else walks in, the world integrally changes. It changes to one of battle and war. You stand at the top of MountainHome, keenly aware that you are an individual in the middle of this fight. Calden, you are on a giant machine similar to a ballista, firing into the sky with great bolts of lightning, trying to hit horrifying fairfolk monstrosities that fly around the castle, or around the mountain. Down below, at the very bottom of the mountain, hiding and shooting past the forest of metal trees. Aldous, you're in the room? Yeah? Aldous, you're at the bottom, shooting past with something that might, to some people, resemble a gun, but it's obviously just a rod shooting magic missiles.
Beautiful.
Magic missile rifle.
In RL, you are a dwarf sitting on the far end, and you, far end of MountainHome on the other side, and you are in a command chamber looking over various different crystal surfaces that tell you what's going on around the area. And finally, last but not least, Torner, you are aware that you are Rune Rockrider, atop a great beast doing battle with other fairfolk monstrosities in the skies above. All of you have come to this day preparing, as the previous king, you are all now aware, had thrown in with the fairfolk on a great and horrible plan, and Rune Rockrider, you yourself discovered the conspiracy and laid low personally with your own bare hands the previous king, and revealed to the people that he had entered into a plan with the fairfolk to destroy all of reality. You working together with Gundwilla Ironsides, who in RL is taking the place of right now, have put together a program that would protect the outer layers against the ground forces of the fairfolk. And along with Bjorn Grapplehook, who Calden is playing right now, shooting at the guys in the sky, have set up also an air defense, taming the beasts of the sky. And with you, Rune Rockrider, at the head with the greatest beast, no airborne animal dares turn against you. And of course, down at the very bottom, you have been constructing the Feyward trees. Now, all of you are in the final battle, ready to press the final button. Rune Rockrider, you know very well that this could be your end if you cannot get within range of the shield once it has been taken care of. But presently, you're doing great battle with the Lord of Malice, who flies alongside of you, pelting you with magic as you yourself throw your great and mighty Thunderhammer back at him. Unfortunately, the people are all underground, and they've been instructed, if you are to fail this battle, they've been instructed to cut off all of the, to cut off all of the tunnels, and then abandon the lower forges, so in that the chaos might not be able to seep up from the earth. If this fails, then you know, at the very least, that Ironsides has your back, and she'll press the button. As the Lord of Malice sweeps in, you utter a mighty oath that your people shall survive this battle, and the magic flows from you as the Lord of Malice punches through your rock and stabs you in the chest. Your eyes go red, and you fall from the sky as you see the glowing blue shield erect underneath you. The rest, who were trying to protect, are slain instantly, as Ironsides feels the flow of magic run through her and overload her body as the system consumes her soul entirely, and she and her force of will powers the shield as the rest of chaos and the warbling sky closes in around MountainHome. The illusion ends.
Fucking epic.
The illusion ends, and you all find yourselves understanding Rune Rockrider sacrificed himself and his party to keep the people safe. Over the course of time, the forges were abandoned to avoid the chaos of the heat of the below, and you realize intuitively that the people must have eventually gone to the surface and tried to make their home there, losing the technology of the past.
Perhaps then that's these tribal dwarves that we encountered in our previous adventure. They're what's left.
And they
Yeah,
worship
that's
a
it.
rock, because, that was Rock Rider's beast.
Mount, his companion.
Not that one specifically up there, of course, because, we all saw it. Narl holds her head, because, bit of a headache after that.
So the bird then died, is what I'm to surmise?
The Lord of Malice definitely punched through the chest of Rune Rock Rider's bird to kill him.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
This is either some random rock or a descendant of the original, of his rock.
I'm wondering what the connection is. I want to speak with this great bird.
Or at least with the tribe.
Yeah.
Well, Picklebeard, who's sobbing in the corner, tells you he knows the roads to the surface.
Alright, well, I guess you shall...
So, from the description that you gave, are there, for lack of a better word, multiple floors to the city? Are there higher floors? It sounds like they were abandoned.
Think about it like mountains within mountains. The mountain itself has been cleaned out and hollowed out, only to have a new mountain built within it, and then within that possibly cleared out again, and another mountain built within it, and the districts happen to be on these layers that go outward.
Okay.
Oh, so it's a Russian Matryoshka doll.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, so what I was trying to surmise then from the description, you said they abandoned the forges below, so is there an upper to the city that we have yet to explore? It's essentially what I'm
You're
getting at.
in the upper. The palace district is the
Right.
upper.
Okay, so the entire city then we know is abandoned.
Yes, the entire city has long been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
What did Picklebeard follow us into the box? If not,
He did.
I'll just
He did. That's why he's sobbing in the corner. Yeah.
Gotcha. Aldous will go over to Picklebeard and pat him on the shoulder. I'm terribly sorry. Are you ready to continue?
He begrudgingly nods and leads you on the path far up through many levels that are sub-levels, if you will. Many platforms along the interior of the mountain, and as you go higher, you can feel the mountain shake. You can feel the cheering, the singing, the stomping, the dancing, the praying. And as he finally finds a stone seal, he mutters over it, and the seal breaks, and he pushes it out, and you find yourselves out once again in the sunlight, now the afternoon, as you see the spires that you saw from far away up close. Great stone ruins covered in copper and gold inlay and bordering, but crude, like they were all beaten with hammers and never melted. People, mostly dwarves, run through the streets, decorated in hides and simple cloths and gold and copper jewelry. A few looking at you, but not worrying too terribly much as they go by. Above you, on one of the nearby spires, you see the airship. A great and mighty warship with a ring of fire around it, strapped to the top of one of these spires.
A warship strapped to one of the spires? Is that what I just heard?
Like a sailing ship, a warship for the ocean, but it's got a giant ring of fire around it, and it has a mooring line that attaches it to the spire above you.
Does do any of us have any idea about that? From history?
Ooh, roll history or arcana.
Can I ask something in between in the meantime?
Absolutely.
So, Oleg has had this whole, behind the scene kind of, thing of, him believing he is, a descendant of a fat folk. So, knowing that, the dwarves are fighting fat folks, or were fighting fat folks, at least as far as he knows, he's very nervous and he wants to know, are the people reacting to him even.
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope, not really.
Nope, they're getting curious looks, but, nothing out of the ordinary. Just, oh, hey, look, new people.
So, Aldous, you know that dwarves know of only a couple of factions that can make airships. One of which are the dwarves of the the gnomes of the Eastern Seas Empire. And another one are the people of the distant south in the lands of Halbini.
Interesting.
And those, but the people of Halbini do not have airships like this. They have airships that run on wind, not fire. So this is probably an Eastern airship. And RL, as you are a noble, and you have an even better history than Aldous rolled in Arcana, you know that this is an Imperial airship from the Eastern Seas, or Eastern Seas Empire.
Oh boy!
So this type of warship is actually specifically reserved for members of the royal family or their direct retainers.
And Arl, her nose crinkles a little. Nobles.
And in RL, because you have worked for nobles of the Eastern Seas persuasion before, you know that they are particularly stuffy and colonialist.
Joy.
For those of you who need more real aids from Earth history, think the height of hubris in the British Empire.
Oh,
British imperial colonialism, like all the way up there.
oh.
So we're gonna walk on there, find short gnomes in big white wigs,
hats or whatever, green jackets. They're green coats, as they're called. Green coats and blue coats. So yeah.
Is there any damage that might indicate that it might have been stolen?
The ship? No, it looks great.
Alright.
Yeah. It's literally moored to the tower that you just walked out from the sewer of or whatever.
I just wanted to make sure that, didn't change hands.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking, we've got some colonialism going on here.
It is not bearing the typical Eastern Seas flag. It's bearing a smaller flag that seems to be the privateering flag of the Eastern Seas Empire.
Oh, pirates!
Well, they wouldn't like you calling them that. They're privateers, honorable with letters of marque.
Of course.
I mean, the only
People
difference is, who's paying you.
The civilization this far out. Interesting.
And they seem to get visitors frequently. If this airship is anything to indicate.
Well, you only know of the one airship.
We've never heard of such a culture, and yet here they are with a gnomish airship.
You do know that gnomes had been traveling out this far. If you didn't recall from your time in Journey's End, you met some gnomes that said that there were more gnomes eastward.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the horrible timing for that. We'll just cut that little part out there. And those, especially Aldous and Inarel, you know that the Eastern Seas Empire likes to spread their tendrils out.
Yeah.
So then this is a community, for lack of a better word, touched by the gnomes, then.
It would seem that way.
Yeah.
Which
would explain why we're not getting weird looks from which is why we're not getting weird looks since we're strangers. They're used to strangers, it seems.
I'm more curious their lack of care for where we came from, the direction we came from, than that we came anywhere at all.
Out of curiosity, Shy.
Yep.
Does this empire have any does my people have any reputation with this empire? No?
No, your people are from the north, aren't they?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Yeah, no, probably not. No more than anybody would. They're not a major influence in your area.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, so are you guys gonna do anything?
I think we're gonna start talking to the people here.
Just to the dwarves? Or are you
Yeah.
gonna try to climb the spire and talk to whoever's on that ship?
I think we should be talking to the ship.
I was gonna say, figure out, ask some people what the ship is doing here. Figure out, hey,
Yeah,
they come here often?
Let's talk to the locals first about the area, if you will, before we start looking for specific people.
Are we gonna release Olek on the local populace here? Is that what you're trying to say?
Aldous is not staying out of this one. He is full in on this one. Beard in face, if you will.
Incidentally, the dwarves running by don't seem to think anything of you guys, especially not Torner and Aldous. The locals do only speak Dwarven.
Alright, so I think only the three of us know Dwarven anyway.
Alright, anybody
Yeah,
who reads
like
Dwarven, roll an intelligence save.
Oh, jeez.
Saving throw.
Not bad.
28, natural 20, beautiful.
Ouch.
NRL, Torner, it sounds like garbage to you. It sounds like Frisian to you. It sounds like something that's supposed to be Dwarven, but isn't quite Dwarven. And if you listen to it, you're almost sure that you can understand it, except you can't. Meanwhile, Anase...
Able to pick out words and phrases, but not able to construct sentences.
Yeah, meanwhile, Anase, it occurs to you almost immediately that this is classic linguistic drift. Now, and you're able, with a couple of quick sentences, you're able to put this stuff all the way back together again. Classic linguistic drift, you got this.
Best nat
Alright.
20 I've ever gotten.
So as you're asking people what's going on, they say, Runes Chosen are back! Runes Chosen have called a great special day! And as you can see, the Great Rock has come and blessed us! They took the High Priest off to do great battle with the Beevils alongside Rune! It is a glorious day, bearded brother!
Oh.
Aldous is translating to the rest of the party.
People are cheering, dancing, laughing.
Okay.
We're very excited.
Out of character, I'm a little lost, so give me a moment here.
Did you not see the High Priest wave in glory as he was carried off to the great battleground in the sky?
Are you referring to the box downstairs?
No.
No, they're talking about earlier when we first arrived here, the rock that came down, landed on the mountain, and flew off. It took the priest.
The High Priest was taken, chosen by Rune Rock Rider to fight the great evils in the hereafter.
And Common gonna say to the party here, it might be best for us not to mention that him and his bird are dead.
So is the High Priest from what this guy's saying.
It sounded like this was a new High Priest who was chosen.
Yeah, but
Is
I
what
have
it
to
felt
be
like.
honest, probably that was some kind of trafficking going on there.
What?
Trafficking?
Yeah, like they took the High Priest with a new ship away.
Oh, sorry. No, the rock that came down took the High Priest away. The great bird from the sky. Everybody here roll in nature if you got it.
Honestly, I'm starting to regret not taking more intelligence skills.
Oh my goodness, my rolls have just been...
I'm gonna flash a genius to Torner.
Torner, Pretty sure that high priest got eaten.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure that
23
big bird. You're pretty sure that big bird came down and carried him off to go feed to her babies or something.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I don't
Pretty
know.
sure that guy's dead.
I don't think that should require an 18 to figure out.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't taking any chances. I expended the flash of genius. I helped no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty
you
sure
think-
that,
You think that guy
Pretty sure
might
that
not
rock-
have been taken off into the battleground in the sky? Yeah.
Is this their equivalent of like being taken to Valhalla, if you will, to the great battle?
oh, God.
Well,
Yeah, probably.
they have mentioned how Rune Rockrider is doing great battle against the evils in the sky, so...
And he had a lightning hammer, whatever it was, so my first thought was, oh, Thor.
And the High Priest was chosen by the Rock to go off and serve beside Rune Rockrider.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, the Rock is the Valkyrie. Son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. The Rock is a goddamn Valkyrie. That's how they see it.
Now,
And
more
then-
than ever,
and
I'm
then-
glad to have mained playing a warrior in World of Warcraft, where the entirety of the Order Hall was all based on Viking mythology. Literally Odin himself and his glorious lava beard.
There you go, man. What can we say? Like, you think you guys have figured it out? It seems as though after abandoning their ancestral furnaces, the people went to the surface and
Found religion.
Rune Rockrider became the central figure of their religion. Much like the proprietors became a central figure of the Crypt Spider Society.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Well, someone glorious enough, give him enough time, that could, be remembered as a god. I mean, look at
Become
Picklebeard and
myth.
his excitement, and he knew that Rune Rock was mortal.
Yeah, no, Picklebeard just knew that Rune Rockrider was a really cool dude, like a general, you know?
Yeah.
What does Picklebeard think of this whole scenario?
How are you doing there, buddy?
Hang on, what was
heard
Beard's
this.
intelligence save?
So
Not good enough.
so we're gonna ask we're gonna ask Torner and Flicker. While you're talking to people, Picklebeard starts to wander on back toward the spire where you came from.
Okay, I am following him. I want to see this.
You follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. Because again, you two know this because you two are observant. So Picklebeard wanders with his head looking at the floor back to the cave, and you find him staring over the edge of a great expanse briefly.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
No. Now's not the time for hesitation.
Ask how he's
I'm trying
doing.
to see what's... I'm prepping...
I want-
I'm trying to
Torner,
prep
are you with
myself just in case.
him, Torner?
Yeah.
Okay. So Torner, as you are with him, he's on the edge. Roll a wisdom save, both of you.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
boy.
Okay.
Corner, you got this. I believe in you.
Been really
Alden
good at
sure
this.
as hell doesn't.
3.
All right, here we go.
I believe in you, Adam.
So
Maybe thank you, Orange Jesus. I don't know.
So, Calden, as you see Picklebeard staring over the edge, you figure for a moment that he's probably just taken in the sights or whatever. Torner, you're almost damn sure that this guy is gonna jump, and then he starts leaning over the edge a little bit more. You want to,
Old person.
Fuck.
That paralyzes you. That doesn't
you want
hold
to
you in
grab
place.
him? You can just grab him, like...
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I want to grab him.
You grab Picklebeard, and he falls back, and he starts sobbing. He says, "Everything's wrong! Everything's wrong now! He was supposed to save us!"
Look,
He did save
I need you to really focus right here for a minute, all right? Yeah. shit went sideways. No plan survives first contact with the enemy. I've done some shady shit in my time, but you need to breathe and get it together. You've got
Roll
a chance
yourself
of
a persuasion check.
All right. Persuasion. Let's see how that works out.
I was gonna say, hey, if he can give us a good enough speech, I don't see why he has to roll persuasion.
Oh, he's teetering on the edge of despair right now. You gotta roll your persuasion. He's inconsolable. He cries and he tries to pull himself away. You are strong enough to hold him back, but you're not gonna be getting help from Picklebeard anymore. And while you're here at MountainHome,
I need a Gnarl to help me out here. I think it's time we need to get him back to the community.
We need to take him to the group mom.
Here.
So, Donor, I can
you might just have to tie him up and leave him there.
I could help you with this. It wouldn't be very nice to him. Just saying.
What do you got?
Manacles.
Oh shit. Yeah. He's inconsolable right now. Just end of the world inconsolable kind of thing.
Yeah. He is a danger to himself. As the psychologists would say.
Look, I think this is going to sound like a bad idea, but I don't want to leave Picklebeard on his own at all. So, I am going to...
Manacles and a leash.
Manacles, but we don't exactly want to be dragging around an unwilling, screaming, inconsolable mass of a man here while we're trying to talk to people. So what I am proposing... shit, I don't have polymorph prepared. Motherfucker. Why didn't I prepare polymorph?
It's on you, man.
Son of a bitch. Because I was going to polymorph myself into a fucking bird and just grab his ass and fly him to that great battlefield in the sky. And take him back to the fucking mammoths. Take him back to the mammoth and the carts and just kind of chill with him there for a while until he gets his shit together.
But probably that's not in the cards.
Aldous could tuck him away in a rope trick. Not that it wouldn't force him to stay there, but that is another option.
I was gonna say we'd have to return to the spot
for an hour.
Yeah, but that'd only be an hour.
You know you can actually just tie him up to the wall, right? Like...
I mean, let's back him inside where we came in and get him out of sight and just kind of secure him there. That's what I'm thinking.
So, manacles and rope.
Yeah, manacles, rope. You can't. No, we're not playing this game. And shit. God damn it.
Does nobody here have calm emotions?
No, I don't have calm emotions.
Because that right there would absolutely fix this whole thing for you.
Am I noticing that what they're doing?
I was gonna say right now it's only those two inside.
Wait, does Oleg have it?
Observe it.
Oleg and Starwing are the only two that can actually have it.
But it's a second level spell, so...
Oh, you're talking about the spell, sorry.
Well, Starwing does not have it. So yeah, no one's got calm emotions.
So probably the best thing at this point you have is to tie him up. And tie him to the wall or some shit.
Yeah.
So you come back.
Do you want a biscuit,
I'm
buddy?
not going to leave him. I'm going to restrain him.
That might not be a bad idea.
Keep an eye on him. Wait, yeah. And the biscuit has a psychological boost, doesn't it?
It's called cheer biscuit.
Yes, it makes you cheerful.
You want a bit? I'll give him my cheer biscuit. Here, I know how it is.
This, buddy.
I know how it is when you're down in the dumps. Food always helps.
As he eats the cheer biscuit, he stops sobbing, calms himself down. He sniffs a bit. He says, "Thank you. Thank you, I'm sorry. I just never knew that this sort of thing could happen.
Well, at least we know that Rune Rock Rider is a hero, and venerated as such. These people are just a little out of touch.
I mean, as the guy that was reliving things from his perspective, that motherfucker was badass. He was,
died a hero's death.
He was truly a hero. Truly was.
And the people he saved are still alive. I mean, yeah, they're around, they're doing weird stuff, but they're all alive. I mean, they're like several, I don't know, centuries after, and still there.
Think about this. You, being somebody from their era, could present yourself as even a legendary figure to them. Maybe even pull things back to the way they should be. I mean, have you seen these crude towers? I'm thinking they could learn a little smithing.
But I'm just a warehouse worker. I was a nobody.
Somebody.
And we weren't the proprietors.
Roll a persuasion here. Let's see where you're going.
I'm rolling with advantage. Thank you, Belt of the Dwarven Kind.
Jeez.
Hold on. Oh, wait,
God
wait.
damn!
No, the +5 ain't gonna be enough. A 9's not gonna be enough. No.
Yeah, Flash of Genius ain't saving that.
Can I try something?
You can.
Look, I am a nobody. I'm not even a nobody. I don't even know what a warehouse is. And yet I'm here, saving and defending all of my people. And you can too.
Roll a persuasion.
My dwarfliness, but my non-charisma did not do me a favor.
Wow,
Beautiful.
Aldous, you suck. Oleg, as usual, coming in clutch over here with the firm hand on the shoulder, and he nods. He says, "You really think I could do something like that?"
You totally can. Look at me. Look at the silly things I do. And look at how much these people don't trust me. And yet I have saved all of my tribe. And you can too.
Right. We can clean this up. We can get the furnaces going again. We can tell people what Rune Rock Rider really was like. We can bring him back. Yeah. And he gets up, he wipes his tears, he blows his nose real quick. He says, "Yeah!
Perhaps
I'll bring this society back!"
Perhaps then, if we're to do this, that experience chamber might be the best way to do it, because I seriously doubt all of them would just take the word of some strangers who walked in from nowhere telling them that their religion is wrong.
No, first we gotta find out who the hell's up in that ship.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, we need to figure out if... See how much responsibility the gnomes have for all of this.
Alright. So, you go up the tower?
Do the warship.
Yep, we'll go to the tower.
warship?
We're gonna find the head engineer, or pilot, or what have you.
Captain.
As you
He's gonna have a captain.
As you travel up the spire, you find guards, but they seem to be too excited to stop you and let you through. And as you walk to the thing, you find yourself at the top of the mooring mast, and you walk across the gangplank, and on the ship, you see a couple dozen gnomes, including but not limited to an extremely well-dressed man in a long blue captain's coat and a big bicorn hat. And he turns to you and he goes, "Oh, what's this then? Oh, who do you happen to be? It's interesting seeing a non-dwarf in this here part. Well, one of you is a dwarf. What are you doing here?"
You're not a dwarf, Aldous.
What are you doing here?
Well, just walks forward, puffing his beard out a little bit. Excuse you, sir.
Aldous, you are clearly not a dwarf.
Excuse me indeed. What are you supposed to be, some... are you one of the new hires?
No, sir. I come from DOS Media. I am one of their people, raised by them. I'm Aldous Ronan.
Oh, what are the mountain folk? Oh,
Yes, sir.
goodness! What brings you all the way out here? I should have noticed by the insignia on your armor. We assume you're still armored up.
Yes.
What brings you here? I didn't know they took humans.
That was a bit of an exception, and we're out here because we're here to settle the frontier. We didn't know that there were people out here.
Ah, frontiersmen, yes, of course. Yes, well, we happen to have gone out of our way to seek a little bit of freedom, as is due the royal pedigree, after all. Prince Copperbottom Willinson the Fourth. He holds his hand out to you.
Aldous shakes his hand. Pleasure to meet
Wonderful, wonderful. A strong grip you have there, son. You're exploring the frontier. I'm afraid these people clearly are already claimed by the glorious House of Willinson.
Claimed, you say?
Well, yes, after all, you can see the people here are savages. They need proper upright education. And who better to bring than the civilization than the Western... than the Western Seas Empire.
I thought it was Eastern Seas.
Eastern Seas, yeah, sorry. Sorry, we're...
Interesting. Dwarves being taught by gnomes. I feel as though it might be more appropriate for other dwarves here.
Well, if you feel it would be more appropriate, then you should invite your own dwarves to come out here. But as it is, we got here first, so you need to respect the frontier now, don't you?
That we do.
And what would you be doing, after all, if you had a problem with it?
Nothing, of course. Just...
Of course, of course.
I'm trying to think of noble stuff a Gnarl could do, but I'm sitting here like drawing blanks.
You could absolutely invoke your name.
That might be a good idea for you to jump in, because I'm out of ideas at this point.
You could absolutely invoke your name. This is a kind of thing that you can be like, I am Andarel Recolter the First of the blankety blank such and such line, and this is the time to use it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, invoke the name, then what?
That's on you, man.
Just start with introducing yourself. The creative juices shall flow, Seth. Probably.
Alright, hopefully. Alright.
Are you wearing your armored dress?
No, she is not wearing the Pride Silk robes, and is kind of thinking I probably should have brought those, but she, didn't exactly plan for encountering other nobles.
A shame. Then all you have to do is present your noble's license, and that's about the most powerful that you have.
Right. Alright, I guess. Alright, so Nara will step forward. I'm trying to think.
We're seeing Torner over here trying to avoid. We'll say your face is getting red, but you hold yourself back for now.
My mind went blank on how to vote. Okay, so first name, last name, first in the line. Yeah?
Go ahead, say it.
I am Minaro Recoltier, first of my line. I wish to speak for these people's freedom. We have recently found one of their ancestors and would like to return them and release these people from your control. She's gonna, reach into her little pouch and present the, official license, since she's not dressed all nobly.
He reaches into a pocket of his coat, and pulls out a monocle, takes a bit of a thing, a bit of a cloth, polishes it, looks at you and goes, "Oh yes. Yes, you're one of the Recolters, one of the rabbit folk, yes?" He's about as tall as you, so he's actually staring you eye to eye. Yes, I do recognize it. Have you gotten your seal yet? You have not worked on your seal with Pao Yu yet.
Okay.
But you do have your noble license.
Yeah, she did present that.
Yeah.
I have not finished. I have not finished my seal as of yet. It is still being designed.
Tragic indeed. Oh, well, that's all well and good if you happen to have the credentials for this individual to claim his ancestral birthright to this land. Until then, we of course must stay, and we of course owe it to these natives to civilize them if he cannot. And he puts his monocle back in his pocket.
Alright, how do we prove... How do we prove Picklebeard's authenticity?
Well, no. Oh. You've made specific words. It's not proving his authenticity.
Oh.
You've said that he is an ancestor of these people. So you must now prove to these people that Picklebeard, a vaunted bachelor, is the ancestor of all of these people.
It's a very good question.
And common warehouse worker at that.
Yeah.
Hang on. Wait. Does Oleg understand that sort of nuance?
Oh no, Oleg doesn't.
Why don't we have
Narl
Oleg
does.
convince them then?
And Arel's already told them that they have an ancestor.
I guess we could have Picklebeard step forth, but like...
Can I add something?
Alright.
Go ahead.
Why wouldn't the Picklebeard guy, why wouldn't he take the highest of the tribes and lead them to his magical chamber and show them the magical battle?
I don't know if that would prove anything.
That's what Aldous would want to do, to convince these people for independence and to move forward. Wait
a moment. Are you saying that to convince me that this disheveled man here is the ancestor of these savages, you want me to wander down into a dark and musty cave system? I think not. I am a prince. I know an assassination attempt when I see it.
Yeah, he is right. That is rather suspicious. And I don't think we have any way to get this thing up here.
Can I roll to see if Torner's beginning to lose his absolute patience?
You may absolutely roll another self-control check.
Really quick, Shy. The ship is made entirely of wood, right?
It does appear to be made of wood, yes.
Oh, no.
Would that be a wisdom save?
Yes, it would be.
Oh,
You're trying to control yourself here.
Wisdom save, which we historically suck at. Okay,
Hey.
I'm holding on to it.
Can
25.
Oleg go closer to the ship?
We're on the ship.
You're on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. You're on the main deck.
On the main deck. So we see, all the stuff around us.
Yeah. Yup. Men walking around, crates, things tied to the sides, etc. Mostly gnomes, but you see a couple of humans and so on, other humanoids wandering around the deck.
But you see, he is in flying wood, and flying wood.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. The Grimishka head is not chattering.
Flying wood is magic.
Yes.
But not moving metal. Got it.
Yeah, totally.
Where, out of curiosity, what sort of placement do we all have?
Placement?
Yeah.
Oh, you can be wherever you want. We assume you're kind of standing in a line on the edge of the ship next to the gangplank.
I want to go to the captain and play around with the guiding thingy of the ship.
With the...
What?
Like the steering wheel?
Yeah.
It does not have one.
Well, how does it work then?
Well, it doesn't have a sail. Instead, it's got a giant crystal orb on the up on the top.
I imagine they probably commanded with magic.
Yeah, it has a couple metal pillars on either side of it.
I want to touch it anyway.
As you reach out for it, you hear a gnome nearby going, "Oh, please, sir, don't touch that. That's very delicate gear.
What does it do? It looks
It controls
amazing.
the ship.
Is this your ship?
God.
No, it's the captain's ship over there. It's just some random dwarf or gnome or whatever is telling you. No, it's the prince's ship over
Are
there.
you responsible for the thing?
I'm not the helmsman, but I can fly it in case of an emergency. Yes.
So how do you fly it then?
Well, you focus through the device right here, the orb of wind and of fire and wind.
That sounds so amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Can you just describe it for me? Can you maybe not showcase it to me, but like as close as it gets to showcase it to me?
Roll a persuasion. It's absolutely
Well,
persuasion.
what-
Roll a persuasion.
Is Oleg like sort of grabbing everyone's attention?
Probably not.
I imagine
He's a
Oleg
pretty low
wandered
profile
off his
guy.
own, as he tends
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
He kind of balks. He's okay. Right. So you walk up here and you put your hands over on these two pillars at first, and then use your force of will to activate the orb in the middle, which will present to you the ship's point of view. At which point you can will it in the direction that you want. With training, of course, and dare I say it, a bit of talent.
Fascinating.
It is, isn't it?
Absolutely. You must be so talented to know how to do this.
Oh, I do my best as the backup helmsman, but mostly what I do is take care of the proper workings of the ship, as it were.
I think
Make
this
sure
deserves a drink. Thank you so much.
Really? Okay. Are you giving him a beer?
Yeah.
It just produces a beer and gives it to this guy. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oleg just has beer as part of his rations.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. No, it's a sphere of fire and wind.
Because the thing is, he has just shown Oleg sorta kinda how to steer the ship. Push comes to shove, Oleg's, because he knows willpower is willpower, era, and he's gonna take it over and gonna try to crash the ship.
Are you going to do that right now? Are you going to do that right now?
I believe she said if push comes to shove.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until no one is watching.
Oh my god.
Oleg, roll a perception.
Oh no.
Flicker, this is basically what you were messaging me about anyway. Let's be real.
Oleg, you're pretty sure, after a little bit, pretty sure nobody's watching.
Oh no. Everybody's too busy with noble
I'm gonna try
negotiations.
it.
No.
Roll a stealth check to try to do this sneakily.
They get advantage or are the people, caring?
No. Actually, you get disadvantage.
Just
So 13.
Okay.
With disadvantage,
So
it's higher than
As you reach out and grab on the things after the secondary helmsman leaves to drink his beer that you handed him, you hear a couple of other people go, "No, don't stop!" And then you touch the rods, and now you are entitled to a charisma save.
Ooh.
With disadvantage because you have never handled anything quite like this.
7.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens as the local gnomes and crewmen start running toward you. You figure you may get another round where you might be able to not get tackled to the ground if you
Okay.
still want to go for it.
hang
I
on,
imagine.
really quick. Is everyone sort of paying attention to Oleg now?
I imagine someone yelling "No, stop" would definitely grab a lot of attention.
Probably, yeah.
You guys are about 70 feet away from Oleg.
I
right now.
I just need to know if I would be able to slip all this something without being seen.
You can roll a sleight of hand check.
All right. Here.
Or is that a stealth or whatever it is now?
I'd say sleight of hand.
Yeah, you slip something to
All right.
him.
Well,
Noted.
all this knows what it is.
Alright.
Yeah. So, Olek, you figure you got about 1 round left that you can try this again before they tackle you to the ground. You want to use it?
I'm inspiring myself.
Oh no!
Say again? It's oh no!
That's a bonus action too. That's a bonus action.
Oleg over here like, and now, having failed the first time, Oleg reaches out for the metal rods again, and readies himself to focus his will into the great orb to drive this great thing down into the ground. Getting himself all into it. Roll a charisma save.
How do they have this inspiration? How does this work?
So the inspiration is the inspiration die. Let me open up your sheet because I forgot where things are located. 2 seconds, Oleg. Bad internet.
I'm telling you, if
Isn't
something
it a
goes wrong, this prince is about to be blown up.
Here it is.
you have
So
no
it's
idea, Connor.
it's the attacks and spellcasting next to sneak attack. So whenever you want to roll that little d6, you can just click not the checkbox, but just like the name, and you can just add that to anything.
No.
No, not the sneak, the other one. The Bardic Inspiration. There. Yep.
Okay.
So that would be on top of your next. The 5 would be added to your next charisma save. Which, if I
Roll a
recall,
charisma save.
Wait, this is negative. Don't I get
No, it's not at disadvantage. You can just re-roll that real quick. It's not at disadvantage.
it's
just
supposed
re-roll
to.
that.
It's supposed to be an advantage because of the Verdan ability, telepathic insight, on all Wisdom and Charisma saves.
Oh shit! Okay,
Okay, so the
right?
previous one would have been normal, but
Yes, and now this one is at advantage.
doesn't work?
Wow. Roll
So
low.
15. So 15 is what you're getting here.
It's pretty good.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
hey Aldous, do you have a flash of genius? No, wait, it's out of range.
Yeah, I think the range.
Oleg?
What is the range of Flash Genius?
Oleg? Oh my god.
30 feet.
Oh jeez. Oleg, as you reach for the things and everybody's running, you feel it. You feel the magic course through your veins. You feel the magic enter into it, and you look into the orb, and from the ship's perspective, you see the world. You are the ship right now, Olek. You are the ship, and you turn the ship and slam right into the spire that it was moored upon.
Jeez.
The spire holds. The spire holds as it grinds against the copper and gold trim of the spires. But the ship does not. And the hull rends itself open and immediately begins falling. Everybody, except for Olek, as you are linked into the ship, you get a dexterity save.
Oh boy, I love to roll a 1 on this one. Oh, 14.
So I take it Starwing doesn't need to because she's flying.
Starwing can fly. Starwing's fine. We're sure we're missing one person here. No, we're not missing one person. Okay. Alright. So, Inaril, with your fast bunny feet, you're able to make it over the gangplank.
Oh no.
Aldous and Calden.
No!
Your feet are... You two jump, and you two slide off of the wall right under where Inaril lands, and you fall 20 feet to the story below and land on a balcony.
20 feet, is that fall damage distance?
Yes,
I
it is.
cast Feather Fall. On me and Calden.
You fall peacefully to the ground and land on your feet.
I am so glad.
Okay, yeah, sure, okay, yeah. Torner, you're a total baller. You don't even get to the gangplank. You just jump from the edge of the ship to the spire and land on your feet. 10-point landing. Perfect 10. And Olek, we need you to roll a Constitution save. Olek, you only take 5d6 as the ship crashes into the ground below. Killing 111 people as it lands.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
And because the ship has officially been damaged beyond repair, Olek, you need to roll a charisma save. Desperately.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Olek, you fail your charisma save
wait.
as the ring of...
That's supposed to be with advantage because of the Olek's...
You're right. You may roll with advantage. Absolutely.
Just roll one more.
Olek, you fail your charisma save as the ring of fire breaks. And the elder fire elemental that was within the ring
is released.
Breaks free and is released. Being about as big as an elephant,
oh shit!
The elder fire elemental looks upon you, Olek, and it is angry. And it sweeps upon the ship a great tongue of fire, and Olek, because the connection is broken, you are entitled to a dexterity save. Oh, also, you take 16 damage from the impact.
Okay, wait. Don't I get 52 as well?
What?
What?
No, the 52
that
was
was the
something
people.
else.
That was the people who died.
No, the 59 and the 52 were the people who died when the ship crashed into them.
Yeah, that was the death toll.
And then now you failed keeping the ship from promptly bursting into flame upon landing like in a movie, and you take 16 damage from the fall.
So I get only 16 damage? That makes no sense.
You took
You took 16 from the fall. And now you gotta see how much fire damage you're about to take.
Okay. Just
No, now you are rolling a dexterity save to get the fuck off of this ship before it catches on fire and explodes.
Do I have advantage on dexterity?
No.
No. But you do get off!
21.
Injured, but okay, as the Elder Fire Elemental lashes a gout of flame across the thing, and something goes up. You couldn't tell what, although in RL, you remember that the Eastern Seas Empire has in recent years been experimenting with something they call black powder.
Oh no.
But at that moment, the ship completely fucking explodes, and you all now need to roll dexterity saves.
Jeez.
Oh, like, what have you done?
Oh no.
Honestly, he did what I would have done in, just a more Olekian fashion.
So Aldous and I were
Olek-
planning to cast Grease right at the gangplank and then toss Alchemist Fire on it.
Possibly setting this on fire. I was willing if these guys were going to be total fucking pricks, but I was looking to do something much more subtle. That plan went up in flames.
So Olek gets the fuck out of the way, and RL barely gets the fuck out of the way. Flicker and Calden and Torner are able to leap free from the explosion and the crashing, and only take 9 damage as they are caught in the blast and the stuff. Anase, sadly, the tower comes down on top of you.
Jeez.
And you take 30 damage.
Alright, I can manage that.
Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Roll a strength check. Sorry, strength save.
Man, I'm really wishing I had the Armor of Magical Strength now. I'm gonna Flash of Genius that one, so that's 17.
Your leg is caught under a large impediment. But you are able to push some rubble off of your position and scream for help into the light of the day.
What can I see?
So Aldous and I
Not much. The sky, mostly.
Okay, then I'm going to Misty Step out of here.
Oh. You do that! Congratulations! You're out!
Well, that was something.
Where's the noble? Where's the prince?
No, from the top of the tower. Oleg, have you gone mad?
No, there is no top of the tower anymore.
Yeah, the
Okay,
tower went down on Aldous.
Right, okay, so Inaro, from wherever she ended up, Oleg, have you gone mad?
You hear people screaming. You hear fires going on. You hear.
Oh, if we're gonna be
hear
hearing much of anything,
Corf-
considering the powder keg blew up.
Yeah, you hear a lot of wee in the back of your head. Big muffled screams and calls. You see a gnome in a blue coat who isn't the prince go crying and trying to dig at the rubble, and then you hear, "What have you done? You've killed us all!" from the prince somewhere nearby.
Jeez.
You've doomed us all!
Mm-hmm.
And that, everybody, will be the end of the session.
Jeez.
And by beautiful, I mean absolutely fucking awful.